Hello everyone and welcome to our live play episode. We from NeuroSpice&Dice hope that you enjoy this episode and all the episodes to come. Just a few notes before we move forward. The DM and some of our players are still learning the rules, so please do not be too harsh. And as well, where we currently are in the campaign is very far from where you guys will be listening to. Hopefully episodes will be released in order for you to catch up. But currently there is a delay, but we hope that does not deter anyone from following along in this journey. We thank you so much for the support that you've given us thus far, and we hope to see you in the episodes to come. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next one. Enjoy this episode of NeuroSpice&Dice. Last we left off, our party had just purchased whatever necessary items were needed for their journey out of the city of Talvair in order to seek refuge in the dwarven county of Asha'lil. Splitting yourselves into two different carts to travel lighter, half of you met some farmers who gave you gifts, you made new friends in a rock, and you rescued a baby panther from trappers. Finally, you entered a village a few miles out of the Achen Peaks of Asha'lil. So, spending a day or so there to rest, you encountered a feathered individual whose sister had lost her son. Following the scent on the scarf that his mother gave you, you found where the boy was last seen, but not before facing off against 3 massive insect-like beasts. Scraping by with nothing but strength, determination, and a lot of health potions, you managed to subdue the monsters that threatened the safety of this child in a display of epic proportions. Returning to the village to rest after this arduous fight, you left the next morning, finally approaching Achen's Valley Road on the border of Asha'lil. A figure wrapped in cloth hailed you down on the roadside. However, before any introductions could be made, you were ambushed by an unknown group of individuals, tied up and put on your knees in front of what seemed to be their leader, who silenced the confusion with a blast from what seemed to be a handheld iron rod. The figure speaks up and says, well, what do we have here?
What do you have there?
Indeed. So, what you guys see is an androgynous looking individual dismount their horse, their colorful poncho covering most of their armaments, but what you can see is they have long brunette shoulder length hair coming from a wide brimmed dark brown hat. There's a bunch of scruff on their face as well, but you can make out like flecks of what seems to be eyeshadow, but they have a serious gaze on their face with a kind of a wry smile as they approach. And approaching from behind them is a woman of green skin that towers over by about a head's height. She has a large great sword on her back, and she seems to be carrying herself with a bit of repressed, some controlled anger. As this figure approaches you, and all of you are, on your knees, looking up at them, he says, "Gentlemen, it seems like we have ourselves our culprits. Now..."
Hold on, stick a pen. Stick a pen.
Culprit?
Stick a pen, stick a pen.
Sure.
The green lady got his sword?
Yep.
Okay. And the androgynous person is a man?
Yes. They identify, they're non-binary.
Defeats the purpose. Defeats the purpose.
That's fine. It's okay. He, they. It's
presenting. She meant presenting.
Yeah, presenting
yes.
As a male. This individual looks at all of you deep into your eyes and tries to read every single one of you and says, "Gentlemen, I believe we found our quarry. Now," and turns to the one that's wrapped in cloth, who is bound and on their knees as well. Says, "You, quite the runner. However, let's not focus on that right now. I need to focus on why you think your companions here would have been able to stop you, or save you, sorry. Wait a minute. They look at you, Volante, and they're like, you wear the vestments of the Verdant Shadow. Are you a member? Or did you kill somebody and take their armor?
I wear this for style. Like deadpan, just like that.
Okay.
It's a fashion statement.
Well, if that is indeed a fashion statement, you know it's illegal to impersonate a member of a government organization, don't you?
And I like doing illegal shit.
Turns to you, Ruin. He's like, is she for real?
I am like just staring at them with my jaw dropped and not saying anything.
The purple-haired one's a weirdo. Gotcha. You, my dwarven friend. Oh, you also carry the crest of the Iron Hand.
For now.
I'll ask you about that later. Is this individual here a member of the Verdant Shadow or not?
Comically, I look over to Barger and be like,
Oh, Greg? And I point to Volante.
Her name's Greg.
Her name's Greg.
God.
I
nice to meet
also
you.
heard Greg before. I joined them early, or not early, relatively.
Last night.
Yeah, but not last night.
The night before the last. It's time's weird.
Okay.
We've been through a lot.
You could see they are getting visibly annoyed, and they turn to the tall green lady.
God.
Like, Dura, please help me here. And the tall
I have a question.
Sure.
Ruin says to the person, is this necessary? And I kind of motion to the fact that we were tied up.
Well, that depends on if your friend here is a member of the Verdant Shadow. If she is, then it's not necessary, and you have my humblest apologies.
What are we being accused of, though?
Well, you see this one here, and points to the one that's wrapped fully in cloth. This one here ran away from a crime scene.
Yeah, but then I didn't, so I don't understand why my hands are
You
done.
probably didn't. But, considering the fact that you all stopped to greet this one, I would unfortunately have to make the assumption that
Which one?
The one in cloth, the one wrapped in cloth. You haven't seen their face.
I don't know who that is.
Well, now see, I took an educated wish, I guess you could
A
say.
stupid wish?
And you are very uneducated.
Be that as it may, there are some things that I need to know. So, before we get back to you, let's go over to this one. Walks over to the one dressed in cloth, who the tall woman that was named Dura is holding currently. Like,
And I tried to like subtly, because my dagger's supposed to be somewhere close to my wrist.
Mhm.
My
Yeah,
wrist,
I
my
was about
waist.
to ask that.
Can I try to like untie myself?
okay, both
Or
of
like
you,
slip out the stuff?
both of you
roll
can
sleight of
try.
hand?
Roll sleight of hand.
I trust Kevin in this scenario.
Noted.
Oh my god, a natural one.
Ooh.
See?
Damn.
See?
Okay, so as you both are reaching into your back pocket.
Hold on, wait. I got 11.
Okay.
Well, my natural one only put me to 5.
Okay. Well,
So, with the natural
so
one.
wait, let's start with the one. Ruin. As you reach into your dagger holster to try and like pull it out, you kind of pull it out a bit too far, and it just drops to the ground. The person that's standing over you, the one that wrapped your arms or bound your arms. Speaking of which, I forgot to mention this. You are all surrounded by various humanoids, elves, half-elves, maybe halflings. Not a lot.
No
Maybe in
dwarves?
total, it's like 20 people.
No dwarves?
There are about 2 or 3 dwarves, yes, based on your passive.
Jesus.
Anyway,
I'm gonna remember
so
their
point
clans.
is the person that is standing over you, Ruin, just sees the knife drop and like kind of smacks you at the back of your head. Like,
Ow!
"Hey, no funny business."
It wasn't
Or it was
supposed to
Dylan.
be funny.
Don't
Okay.
worry, we'll kill him.
For you, Volante, you start to take out your dagger and you're holding it, but the angle that your hands are tied, you're struggling to get it to pivot in such a way that you can cut the rope. So, with that,
I just remember I still have DM inspiration. I could have rolled again.
moments passed.
I know it
Anyway.
is.
Cool. So, the individual walks over to the one wrapped in cloth and motions to the green-skinned woman who you now know is named Dura.
As in Dora from that Daddy Yankee song.
Yes, Dura. Barajim, you're correct. Barajim, the first one. You motherfucker.
Dura. All right, yeah.
Anyway, cool. So he motions to Dura and says, if you please, let's see what they look like, please. I would love to know who this individual is that gave us the slip for almost 2 days. And then looks at the rest of his men like, why? How did this person escape us? And Dura says, it will be my pleasure. Grabs the top of the one in cloth's head, just rips it off, and reveals the face of Shayla. Please introduce your character, please.
Okay. As the hood falls off my face, as they pull it off, my hair is very curly, very flowy. It's white, glistening white. My skin is purple, dark purple. I look like a drow, but you can't tell because of the shadows, kind of. My eyes aren't normal either. They look a little bit purple, kind of starry, not the average drow eyes. And that is all you see. There's no scarring, there's just nothing else.
Okay. Quick and to the point. I like it. Cool. So, as Dura pulled the hood and the wrappings off of her face, you see the individual that gave the order, the leader of this group, kind of step back like, you're a child. You're young even for an elf. What are you? I haven't necessarily seen a purple-skinned elf around here. Also, it is good to note, Shayla, you haven't introduced your name yet, which is fine. It is good to note that your eyes are burning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's midday at this point, so the sun's at its highest. It's super bright, even for you.
Okay.
Okay, so they see you squinting and they turn to Dura and like just put her hood back on her head. Okay, let me get this straight. Who are you?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I'll get to you in a second. I want to focus on you. What's your name? And they kneel down in
No,
front
no,
of
no,
you.
no, 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 no. You don't even know who she is, and you holding me.
It's an assumption. Anyway. Oh, what's that?
I actually say that to him.
Okay. They turn and they're like, you ever heard of the phrase guilty by association?
When
Never
did the
heard of
laws
stupid
just
by
devolve into
association?
assumptions?
Yeah, I still don't understand where the assumption came from.
Okay. Let me just give me one moment, please, of this young lady's time.
But can you untie us then?
Right, shit. Man, they're not who we're looking for. Untie them, please. And
I could have told you that.
each of the different people that are behind you cut off your bindings and just stay. Like, they step back a bit, but they stay a good ways in your space.
I'm still
So then
keeping my
binding-
my short sword in
yeah.
my hand.
That is okay.
When my bindings come off, the first thing I do, I pocket back the dagger that fell, and then reach into my pack or whatever, take out a piece of paper and some coal and just start anxiously writing.
Shit. Okay, no problem. So, yes, Shayla, since you haven't introduced your name yet, they turn to you and they're like, okay, now that that's done, explain to
Shit
me
happened.
what you were doing during the attack on the southern outpost.
I was walking.
Why were you there? Why did you run when we came after you?
Because I was told to run.
Damn it, that man. Okay. Okay, so what did you see the Warden of the South? Did you speak
who?
to him? The Warden of the South.
I thought that was you with your little accent, but no.
No. Apologies. I've been rude to all of you.
Yes, you have, bitch.
Again, I apologize, and I'll take that under advisement. I'm the Warden of the West. And
Ironic.
most people call me Jasper.
I knew it. Ruin is gonna say, and starts to look all geeked out. Are you also a bard?
I'm afraid you have me confused with somebody else.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
All right.
And you can make an insight check if you want.
All right, cool. I'll try doing an insight check.
What did you say their name was?
Jasper, the Warden of the West.
12.
Ah, you could see when you mentioned, or when you said I knew it and are you a bard, you noticed a little flinch, but that's about it. It could be nothing. It could be the fact that you shouted out loudly, I knew it. It could be anything.
All right, cool.
That's all you got. You just catch a little twitch. Also, bardry means
Can I also
Jasper.
roll for insight?
You may.
Ruin just squints and just keeps her eye on them. No one else just follows with her eyes.
No problem.
Because Ruin thinks this is who she thinks it is.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I'm rolling for insight.
Sure.
I rolled a... Oh shit, what is that? A 13? Plus 5.
30 plus 5 is 18. All right, side chat. We're back.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, cool. So, coming off of that, Jasper is still speaking to this drow individual. He's like, okay, to get this straight, my name is Jasper. I'm sorry that I was rude to everybody. You have my humblest of apologies. I was pretty desperate, but I'll discuss
Yes.
that.
Apologize
soon.
to the government official.
So you are a
Wow.
member of the Verdant Shadow.
No, I wear this for style and dress up. Obviously, you dipshit.
I feel like you and I are gonna get along fine. Turns around. Right. What's your name?
Alyssa.
Alyssa. All right, Alyssa. Can you explain to me? Did you see the Warden of the South? He's a tall, human-looking individual. Usually rides a white horse. Sword along his back. Stuff like that. Have you seen him? Did you speak to him?
I don't recall exactly that, but I did see someone, maybe matching your description, who I asked for safe passage through because they were stopping me in my tracks. Because I was just trying to go about my business.
That kind of does sound like him, but... And then what happened? Because the next thing I heard is there was an attack, and they saw an individual in white cloth just running away from the scene. Which I need to speak to y'all later about that, and turns to his men, and they kind of like nervously and guiltily turn around, scratch their necks, and shuffle off a bit.
You're in trouble. Ruin says the one closest to her.
Okay.
They're just slow.
He takes your hand in his, puts his other hand over it, and says, "You have my humblest apologies, and I'm sorry. Just please, next time if somebody's chasing you, find out why."
Huh?
Yes, I'll
we
make sure to
have
turn
time
around and die.
I understand how that sounds, but nah, fuck it. I'm in the wrong. Dura. All right. Okay. give me 1 second. Turns to you, Volante, and says, I would assume that as the government individual here, are you the leader, or at least the most intelligent of this group, the well-learned one?
Depends on who
I
I'm
am.
talking to.
And I am
All right.
the well-learned one.
All right. Well, it's not entirely safe to have this discussion out here, so I'll take you back to my camp.
It's not entirely safe to be around you either, clearly.
Don't worry. And before they can say anything, they're interrupted by a big yelling. You will show respect, please.
Bitch, shut up.
I would like you to know that she towers over you, by the way. But
I don't fucking care. I died twice.
I believe that when I see.
She got that dog in her.
Oh God. Anyway,
Plus, you know Volante is ready to fight.
Anyway, he says, you are now under the protection of the Warden of the West. And I do believe you owe them a favor. Yes,
Then,
y'all are owed a favor. Yes. Because of my very stupid mistake, I now owe you a favor. But
Monetary favor?
it could. Let's go back to my camp and we'll discuss it. Please. Be my guests, respectfully.
I got to fight the lady. I want to fight the lady.
We'll see.
I can arm wrestle.
Can I slip away?
I think you still have somebody standing behind you. I think Dura is still standing behind you.
Not fighting that today. No thanks.
Okay, so as they walk to their horse, they hop on, they mount their horse, and they're like, all right, man, back to camp. These people are now guests in our camp. Please treat them with respect, especially after the blunder today. Thank you.
Yes, Duro.
And she squints at you, but a small smile kind of curls up on her lips, and she walks away.
Before you go, does the word reaver mean anything to you?
You see his horse stops, dead stops. They turn around. Yeah. Yes, it does. And the horse starts moving, and he says, get in your wagon, we're going. And you guys hop in the wagon. Since Cams isn't here yet, I would say that she's still the one that's driving the carriage. So, this new individual, now named Alyssa, is in the cart with you. Volante, you're probably sitting next to her. Baradrim, Ruin, you guys are sitting side by side. Is there any thing you would like to say? Anything you would like to do? You guys are moving at a medium pace. Like the horses are galloping, but they're galloping, but not at their full,
Can I observe her closely? Like, just stare and squint at her?
If we wear sunglasses, nobody knows what we're staring at.
No. Volante's
But
mission is to make everybody uncomfortable and scared.
is her hood back up,
Her
or
hood-
like is she covered again?
Is her hood back up, Alyssa?
Yes, I can't stand the sunlight for too long, so I have my hood up.
I was gonna ask if you were allergic to the sun.
You asking that now?
Ruben does ask that. Yeah, Ruben does ask that.
Oh, no, not allergic. Just sensitive.
Once again, can
Like
I
a
squint?
vampire.
You
Does
may.
our world have vampires?
Make a history check.
History.
Mind you, I'm squinting
Oh,
at her.
that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, make an intimidation check against Alyssa. Yes, you, because you're squinting at her, trying to make her uncomfortable.
History check. 19.
I got a 12.
Okay, what score does that use?
That's a 3. 15.
Okay. Intimidation is charisma or something else?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
charisma.
so
Charisma.
You can argue for using a different stat though.
That is-
if you're
yeah,
like
you
flexing
could-
your muscle.
yeah, you can argue for a different stat if you want. You can use your strength or your wisdom, I guess. I don't know, to intimidate. But for now, I think charisma is fine. So in that case, Alyssa, make a charisma saving throw. That's roll your d20, and in the box marked saving throw, just add the bonus from the charisma section.
And the box mark saving throw, which one?
Yeah.
Just roll my d20 and add that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So you got a 15, right, Volante? Okay, not a problem. What is your What is your total?
Total is 15.
Sorry, not you. Alyssa. There we go.
21.
20. Woof. Okay, so Volante is staring daggers at you, but you are currently not phased by it. That's a very high roll. Congratulations.
Yeah, I also wanted to look at her to see if I could figure out if there's any telltale signs of anything.
Insight check. While you're doing that, I'll deal with Ruin. Yes, Ruin. What was your history roll?
19.
19. Okay, with a 19, as a bard, you would have heard various songs and scary stories about creatures of the night with glowing red eyes and fangs in their mouths, drinking the blood of a virgin maiden, blah, 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 blah. All that. You're not entirely sure how much of it is fact and how much of it is fiction.
I'm an airhead. I believe anything. So then I
That's
lean
fair.
over next to bar and like, she's probably a vampire. Whisper that to him.
Can I
Are
hear
you
that?
sure?
I whisper it. You don't hear it.
It's fair. No,
I
because
mean, we're not that far.
you're sitting like, I don't know.
But then I'm also a bard. I could,
It's a-
even if it's if you, I could pull the message thing, the cantrip, and just say it in his head, whisper it on my breath, and just say it in his head.
All right. So
Don't
Well, joke's
want her
on
to
you.
hear
I
me.
still say, are you sure she's a vampire out loud?
you motherfucker. Okay. Yes, Volante. Insight?
I got an extra 20.
Oh, damn. Okay, for a total of...
25.
Okay, so in that case, what are you trying to see?
I'm trying to see if she is scared, worried, if there's anything on her clothing that would give her away as to what she is, where she's going, where she's been.
Okay, Alyssa, make a roll and add your deception or persuasion bonus without saying which.
Tell us which.
Do not tell us which. And if
Add
it...
which one, sorry?
What?
I didn't hear you.
Persuasion or deception. What was your total, Volante?
25.
Jesus. All right, cool.
Ooh.
Okay. I roll d20?
Yeah, d20 and add either one, depending on if you want to be truthful and just show out whatever. You're not actually physically telling her anything in the world. You're just what she can see on you, and if you'll let her know that, or if you're trying to deceive her and trying to hide things.
So when I get the roll, what do I say?
Pardon? If you... What's your total?
20?
20 total. Okay. So...
Oh, plus, sorry, plus 26.
Hey.
Shit.
What?
Okay. Damn, you're really good at deception or persuasion. Noted. Okay, cool. No problem.
Huh.
So with a 26, Volante, you look at her and you can see maybe flecks of dirt, some leaves sticking out of like a spare leaf or so on from maybe she was running in the woods, maybe she was rolling in a grassland, maybe she came from underground. Who knows? You're not entirely sure, but
Not
this is all you can
Volante.
glean. Anyway, cool. So, going forward from that, is there anything else you would like to do in this space?
No.
What are all of your names?
No, we cool.
I'm Baradrim.
Ruin.
Ruin, Baladrim, right? Baladrim.
Yeah, Baradrim.
Okay.
Volante just stares.
I'll tell you my real name if you tell me yours.
It's a Greg.
Real name? You're
It's
Have to be Greg.
Okay, then I'm Melissa.
oh, this is a nice name.
Thank you. I smile cheekily.
Show her Kevin.
I give you a curious look, and I shake my hand. Now is not the time.
Okay.
Just looking from one to the other, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Pulling my hood a little further.
Okay.
And I look at Barjam and I'm like, told you.
Moving forward from that, if there's nothing else,
Does Kevin want to be shown?
Kevin might be sensitive to light too.
Yeah, Kevin also might be sensitive to the
Yeah,
light.
Kevin used to live under the rocks.
in this
True,
moment,
true.
in this moment, you hear a subtle "not yet." Only Baradrum.
Oh, only Barjam. Okay, I was gonna ask who hears it.
Nah, you're not that special, sadly.
Oh my god.
I am.
Shit. Okay. All right. Cool. So, if there's nothing else, moving forward, after you've crossed into the border of Asha'lil, you've entered this area known as Asha'lil, Dalur. This is in the southern part of Asha'lil, literally the border between Bartal and Asha'lil. You're traveling in a northern direction, so you're traveling through plains, like vast open plains, some spots of forest off in the distance, the great Akan peaks on your right, and the Demir range on your left, but that's not your focus at the moment. It is a very hilly area, and on one of these hills you can see that there is a bridge attached to the top that comes down with 2 guards posted on either side. And as the horses each roll in, a good set of them stop on the outside, but Jasper's horse, Dura's horse, and your horse carts go in and up. And as you go up, you see there are 2 guards standing at the top. It's about a 10-foot incline from the bottom to the top of the hill. And as you climb up, you can see 2 guards on either side. There are some various tents plastered around, some regular small single person or double person if you're frisky like that, tents. There's a large fire closer to the middle, and a path that leads from the bridge to a larger tent, like a kind of, just imagine a circus tent, but like quarter of the size. It's big, it's huge. Jasper dismounts their horse, allows you to come out of your carriage, and says, follow me, I guess, and slowly walks towards their tent. Are all of you going, or are some of you going?
Yeah, I'm definitely following Jasper.
Okay.
I'm not letting the party members stay in the same place with any of these people.
Okay, so you're staying outside?
So I'm
Oh, with
yeah,
them.
Oh, okay. So Barajim's with them.
I'm directly
Unit with-
behind. Yeah, I'm directly behind Jasper. Can I look to see if I see any instruments like strapped to their back or their side?
Make an investigation check. Volante, you're going with them?
Investigation.
I don't know, because you remember usually I'm stuck with Ozzy.
Oh,
That's fair. Well, as he is here,
Yeah, I know, but what is she
that's a
doing?
5.
I would assume that she's following the nice man.
The nice man.
That's a
I feel like I
5.
need a leash for Ozzy. The 2 people I need for a leash is Ozzy and Romero.
That's fair. Okay, you said 5.
Yeah.
Okay, everywhere you look is poncho. There's just large, colorful cloth just covering top to
But-
bottom. Top to bottom.
Can I pretend to trip and then grapple onto them as I fall and then roll another perception check with advantage because I'm twitching as I go down.
Give me a second. Volante, you were saying, sorry?
I want to look around and see if there's any other sus people.
Make a perception check. Right, back to you, Ruin.
Uh-huh.
You can attempt a... This might be a performance check.
23.
23, perception.
Performance.
Why did I
Yes.
roll?
Do I get advantage because I'm pretending to fall? Like
I would
or do I
say-
just roll a straight performance check?
Straight performance because you are doing this simply to try and get to look at something.
If you
Okay.
give me the message, I can technically trip you.
Wow.
25.
25.
Damn.
Not bad. Okay. Give me 1 second. We'll get back to that. Volante, what was your total? 23?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So 23, as you're walking, your perception just... You see Dura walking about camp lifting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 6 hefty logs towards the fire. And she just drops them in. There are other people that are tanning leathers. There are people that are sharpening their swords. People that are sparring, maybe practicing fighting with wooden swords. There are people just playing games. There are people, well, in the playing games, there are people arm wrestling. There are people actually wrestling. There are people playing with cards or with dice, sorry. And that's basically it. Nobody really stands out as suspicious. They're just normal people who are thrown into this campsite that seem to be warriors just having a break.
Okay, I still keep them at arm's length.
No problem. Okay, so
I'm gonna-
back to you, Ruin. Sorry, you were gonna say something, Alyssa?
I was gonna say I'm gonna be a little behind everybody, just walking and paying closer attention to the things they have on their persons.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, if you would like, you can make a perception check as well. But that's up to you.
Alright.
Yes. Okay. So as you're rolling that, Ruin, with a 25, you successfully fall. You successfully trip yourself and fall over and bump into Jasper, and Jasper just trips over but doesn't fall completely. With that, as they are bending over a bit to try and catch themselves, you can make your perception check or investigation check.
Advantage or
Regular.
which one? Investigation or perception?
Well, you're actively trying, so I'd say investigation.
Right.
You can technically
9.
hold on to him.
9.
Because I was hoping that as I tripped on them and fell, I know I jammed some instrument that start like you know when you accidentally like brush strings, so it's like the sound.
Unless you're just trying to cop a feel.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay. So, nope, it's just all poncho. That's all you see. And so,
Question.
Jasper, yeah?
Is this happening in front of me? I assume it is.
It is, yes. You were in
What
you
do
were
I
behind
see?
Ruin. Make an investigation check.
That's a 13 on a die. Investigation. That's 15.
15. Okay, with a 15, in the wild movement of the poncho, you would have caught a glint of something metallic that's resting on their hip. But that's about it, no other detail.
Right.
So, back to you, Ruin. Jasper turns around and is like, oh, are you okay?
I think my laces,
Santa.
and then I bend down, tie my laces, or fiddle with my laces.
All right. Do you need any help? And they offer their hand to help you up.
And I take their hand and get up.
Okay. Cool. So pulls you up. He says, the ground isn't necessarily the best for... It doesn't matter. Let's go. And finally, was there anything else from anybody? Right, yeah. Alyssa, you had a perception roll.
Oh, hold on. I have a 10.
10. Well, you see basic things. You see Volante has her bow. Volante, you have your bow strapped to your back, right? Okay, so a bow, some arrows. You see a lute strapped to Ruin's back. You see axe or what was it? For you, Baradrim. What was your weapon?
It is a warhammer and sets of hand axes.
Okay, so yeah, you see 2 sets of hand axes and a giant warhammer as well as a
Hacking.
shield.
Would I be able to tell what each of them do based on what I'm seeing?
That would have to be an insight check.
Can I roll that?
Sure.
Yeah.
I got a 4.
Okay.
No, sorry, a 6.
That's 6 total, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey,
Hi.
Hey, welcome.
I have arrived.
Thank
We missed
fuck,
you.
we missed you. It's been so long.
It's been ages.
Okay, so as you're going in, I think the marching order unofficially was Jasper, Ruin, Bardrim, Azzy, Volante, then Alyssa.
I need to keep her in track before she wanders off.
I can't even deny it.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, as you're all going in, you all filter in one by one. You move the tent cover out of the way, or the door cover out of the way, and you see it's a modest tent. There's some
Okay.
memorabilia on the wall. There's a small fire
wall?
on racks around the tent. There's a cot in the corner. There's some barrels. There's some bottles full of what might be alcohol. Who knows? Ruin, stay away.
Definitely alcohol.
I
Yes,
wasn't
baby, all
gonna.
guys.
Okay, and that's essentially it. And there's a large table closer to the back with maps laid out. Jasper takes off their hat and rests it down, runs their hand through their hair, and says, all right, so I'm in trouble.
Clearly.
I don't need lip from you, Greg. Points to Alyssa and says, well, I've made the unfortunate mistake of believing that our associate here, Alyssa, was connected to a group called the Reavers. They are a mixed group of bandits and just individuals that go around causing trouble, okay? But recently they came into contact with something dangerous, something volatile. And let's just say in the wrong hands, it can mean sudden death or destruction for any town that they come upon. There is a limited supply of it, but they might be able to find more if they keep searching. They stole it from a very good friend of mine who is known as the Warden of the South, which is, if you noticed, we are now in the South. And I, as I introduced myself before, I'm from the West. An attack occurred on the southern outpost.
Don't we have a letter for that person?
we do.
We do.
An attack happened where?
An attack happened on the southern
south.
outpost, of which Alyssa here was present for, but not part of. Again, you have my humble apologies. So, when we arrived, we saw the smoke. Everyone was dead. However, my friend, we never found his body, so I would assume he's still alive. And I would also assume he is being tortured for information on where to find more of this item that has been stolen. So, what I need is... And they walk over to the opening of their tent, flashes it open, says, what I need is competent individuals, closes it back.
Oh, not yourself, noted.
Yeah.
Damn.
What I need is competent individuals to find these people.
I feel like Volante has a beef with every single official that she comes
Person in
across.
You
authority.
think?
Person in authority.
Yeah. You think? I'm too tired. Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway, cool. Moving on. Every single authority figure, regardless. What was I saying?
I think that was meant. I think that was meant for his own men.
Yeah, it
not
was. It was.
for it itself. Their men
No.
are useless.
What I need are competent individuals such as yourselves, I believe.
What makes you think we are though? Cause
Well, based on the fact that you're armed to the teeth, you and look straight at
Is
you.
this another wishful education, non-education assumption?
Do you say that
Yeah,
out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, you say that out loud. He's like, no, you've got 2 axes strapped to your side and a warhammer on your back. What do you think? And if I'm correct, the branch of the Iron Hand you are from is specifically made for bodyguarding duties.
We are. I squint at him.
Exactly. He squints back. Okay.
I squint harder.
Okay.
He's a squint down guy.
He squints a little bit more and says,
Aura off.
he walks over to you and kind of bends down and is like, you know that's bad for your eyesight, right?
Is there a stool or something I can stand on?
How tall how tall is Jasper?
Jasper is, let's say 5'10".
Okay.
I'm taller than him. Yay.
I'm 5 feet. I'm small. Is there something I can stand on this room?
I thought you were 4'5", but okay, cool. Fucking, as he comes, lifts you up
He rounded up. He's rounded up. He's
by
5
a
feet.
foot.
Math is
I was
different
pretty-
here.
Him and the girl
Math is
math
different
one.
here. Math is
Girl
different
math.
here.
Okay.
Don't worry about him. I got your back, girl, man.
It's dwarf
I
math.
whisper-
but-
I whisper, thank you, as I squint back even harder. I'm like staring at his soul.
Yeah, he said, and he says before I was interrupted, you know that's bad for your eyesight, right?
Yeah, you should stop it then.
You first.
Oh wow.
Ooh. I think maybe we should leave.
I'm just gonna sit on something close by and enjoy the scene.
Do we roll con checks to see, or con saving throw to see who blinks
Fuck
first?
it, let's do it. Yes.
Save or check?
Check. Let me pull up this man's stat sheet. Hold on. All right, I got it. Cool. Ready? Ooh.
What's that? 15.
Total?
21.
Fuck. 18.
Wait, did you just check or save?
Check.
19 then.
Beaten by 1. Okay, so that's okay. Okay, so he got an 18. They got an 18. It was a 16 plus 2. So their eyes slowly start to open back as the same time yours does. He's like, respect. Then just walks away.
I also say respect as I slowly get lowered down
Drop down.
from my uppies.
Please understand, as his arms are shaking because she isn't that strong. Oh my god, you motherfucker talk.
Hey, Azzy, you notice that Baradrim's face is a little red.
No, but
My arms hurt.
for comedic relief, right? I can see Azzy just, instead of dropping him down slowly, just letting him fall flat on the floor.
Just, oof.
Be like,
It's the superhero landing. I'm short.
wow.
Roll an athletics check. I'm joking. Anyway, it's fine. It's I know, it's fine. Okay, so Rosie, where are they? Right. So I need competent individuals such as yourselves, to help me find them. Cause I would like to find my friend and bring him back alive. So there is coin involved. Obviously, this is a service to the overseer of Asha'lil. You're not just working directly under me, you are working under them as well. Now, he can be a little prissy, but he does pay well.
Define well.
How do you think I'm running this operation? You don't just have 20
Not your good looks.
20 plus, that's a lie. I'm good looking as hell.
I can see Barajim in the corner stroking his beard. Not as good looking as me.
Anyway. Okay. Shenanigans. Whew. Right. Right. So.
No, I'm getting the eye drop.
Everybody looks over in the corner as Volante says that. Barajim's just like rubbing his eyes from squinting so hard.
He was good, but not as good as me.
It's like small fist pump. Yes, I beat him. Okay. All right. Back to reality. Right. So he's like,
Is it really?
Says
How-
we're playing in reality.
how do you think I run an operation like this? Especially with 20 plus people. You don't just pay them with promises. You actually have to pay them for risking their lives in the plains of Asha'lil for so long. So
You don't have any money then? If you
I
don't have competent people with you working.
my payment
I kind of
is
have a theory.
my
I kind of have a theory.
uh-huh.
Maybe you don't pay them well because they don't sound like they're good at their jobs. So
While that may be
Plus,
true.
good help don't come cheap.
While that may be true, they walk over to a sack in the corner of the room, pulls out a big sack, pardon my French, drops it on the table. You hear a big thud and clink.
Do I know anything about the Reavers, if they're run from this region? And can I check a coin for being fake or not?
Okay, history check for the first one, and investigation for the second.
That's a 17 for history.
17, okay.
17.
And what is this? A 9.
Roll the investigation with advantage because you worked in a mine.
That's another 15. Damn.
So 15 for both?
17 for both.
The Reavers, you, before leaving on your trip with Baroness Understone, you would have heard through the grapevine of a group of troublemakers out in Asha'lil, because you were focused in the mountains.
Yeah.
Out in Asha'lil, that are calling themselves the Reavers, but at the time, they weren't troublemakers. They were just highway bandits that would just take like coin and various wares, but they never did anything of
Super
consequence until now. That's one. Two, the gold is real.
Okay.
Anyway, right, so moving on. Jasper was like, consider it a down payment for your services. I will personally write a letter to Overseer Understone and let him know that you were hired into my service and that he owes you more.
Okay.
Val also says, tell him to give you more money to hire proper people too.
Damn.
There's only so much hiring you can do when majority of the people are farmers.
Hire dwarves.
And then as he agrees, right, I used to farm too. I turned out fine. What's their excuse?
Well, actually, based on what you were seeing, I'd say they're mostly like 30 plus.
Oh, they're old.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's gonna
They
be us
hired
in
old
10 years.
people.
You're hiring old
Ouch.
people?
Majority of the people are late 20s to early 40s, and majority of the young people are early 20s. But
But they're
it's
human.
they're human. They're mixture of humans, half elves, and dwarves. But
Excuses.
the human and half elves they range from 20-ish to 40-ish. The dwarves,
Even elves are 40?
half elves, yes.
Oh, half elves, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, they're running child labor in this place.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
crazy.
No, I was gonna do the Law and Order theme song, but then I realized it's the wrong TV show.
I mean, kind of.
Dun, dun.
Okay, moving forward. Will you accept this request of mine? Once it is completed, not only will you be paid, but you will also be owed a favor by, I'm not one for saying this, someone of importance.
Not you.
A warden of Asha'lil is
Why do you like
of
this?
importance. The title has
You
certain
get paid- You
benefits.
get paid after?
You get
get
paid
paid
some
after?
now, and you get the rest later.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Okay.
So this person of importance, is it you?
I am one of 4. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Are
Well,
you sure there's nobody else we can owe a favor to?
Jesus fuck.
Sis, please.
Unfortunately, your business is currently dealing with me. The Warden of the South is incapacitated as far as we know. Maybe dead. The Warden of the North is up in the north freezing his butt off near Coldfall, and the Warden of the East
So then,
is having
if
fun
the
in the
warden,
mountains.
So we're stuck with you.
if the warden is out dead,
Unfortunately.
right? Who do we give our letter to?
What letter?
Not him. Please
We
not
have a
him.
letter
God.
for him. Yeah, so like we have
May
a
I see
letter
it?
for the Warden of the South.
Since I am technically the closest one, I believe it falls under my jurisdiction.
No,
No.
but you're in a whole other
Can
direction,
we,
right?
like-
West.
Can
So-
we like see if he's dead first and then give it to you?
We are still in the south of Asha'lil, so currently it is under
But
my
then you
purview.
said, but then you're
But
out
it
of
was
your jurisdiction
addressed.
because you said you were the warden of the West.
I am the Warden of the West, but we work together.
And you're still
But
not
not-
the Warden of the South.
But we're
No.
not in the West.
We are not in the West, we are in the south.
Well,
However,
Yes, and you are the warden
before
of the
I am
West.
interrupted again, the Warden of the South's duties fall under me if anything happens to him. And vice
Is that
versa.
written somewhere? Is that
Attorney
written
Sheep-
somewhere?
Or is he also getting this?
Sheeps.
It was a part of the
Attorney
motherfucking
Sheep.
contract.
I don't know who Sheeps is.
Attorney to Ruin. He has something up his ass.
Probably does.
Wouldn't
They
you
probably
like to
do.
know?
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Anyway,
Oh my
carrying
God.
on.
These are the people.
These are the
I
people you're
can't take
stuck
none
with.
of you seriously.
You're not supposed to.
By the way, Ruin is still eyeing Jasper because they look familiar to her.
You want to cop another for you?
No,
Oh my
that
god.
was unintentional.
Okay, so,
those issues.
Can I ask a question, Jasper?
sure.
What is it that you do? Like your specialty?
Unfortunately, that isn't something I am ready to share at the moment.
What are you hiding?
You're sick of that.
Are you asking him that out loud?
Yes, I do.
Them?
What I am hiding is unfortunately my business. Currently, you are being asked to do a job of which you are getting paid for, and that I would hope is your business. So,
Like, I feel like
Uh-huh.
it became my business when you tied me up and threw me down.
and you will be
Oh.
compensated
God.
for that. Let's say 500 gold ahead.
Okay, I'll take that.
Good. Leave me to
Wow.
mine, and I'll leave you to yours. All right?
Do I get compensation?
No.
Because you were tied up. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So moving
Mhm,
ahead.
all right.
Jasper then says, if the terms are to your agreement, tomorrow we'll plan. For now, it's about like 3 in the afternoon. Sun's starting to go down. For now,
Our one request, Jasper. Could you
sure.
just put all of that in writing, just in case you end up dead and like no one? Oh, you didn't make a deal with us.
I'll get that done right away.
I'm just saying. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not saying you're gonna die, but just in case, and we come back.
We have
I
like,
do
oh, you didn't make a
love,
deal with
I
us.
do love the vote of confidence from a bard.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
who said I was a
Like,
bard?
let you know.
The loot that you
Who said I was a
have
bard?
strapped to your back. I gotta say, it does look
This was a
very
gift from my
familiar.
father.
It looks
It was
very
a gift from my
familiar.
dad. My dad made it for me.
All right. Anyway,
Who
if
is
the
Also,
terms
a
are,
lot of the people we speak.
huh?
I was just explaining to him that a lot of the people that we speak to just end up dying. So
Yeah, so I didn't assume that you were dying, but a lot of persons that like die like a day after they meet us,
Well, that's
or like while they meet us.
Yeah.
that's concerning to say the least. But if that happens, then I welcome it. Anyway, tomorrow we
Welcome
plan.
death.
For now, go
Mhm.
set up your sleeping cots or whatever. Have food, drink, whatever you need. It will be provided.
I can't drink.
That is a
Oh
shame.
yeah, you on medicine, huh?
I'm not allowed to.
That's a shame.
Has to be,
Anyway,
Stay alive.
Dura, and he calls the large green-skinned woman. She
I'm sure.
ducks under the tent. She's very tall. She's very fucking tall. Almost touching the roof. The sloped roof of the tent, the lowest point. She's like, "You called me. How may I be of assistance?" He says, just show our guests here a place where they can sleep, a place where they can eat, spar, play games, whatever it may be. Please and thank you. If that'll be all, I thank you. We'll meet in the morning. I'll see you later. It starts taking out a piece of paper and writing on it. And Dura says, "It would be my pleasure. Follow me, please." And as you're all turning to leave the tent, Jasper yells out, "Hey, purple hair.
Yeah.
You look mighty familiar."
I could say the same about you.
I'm sure you could.
Are you sure you're not a bard? Because I've been studying bards since, well, obviously, and I have come across you before.
It's been a long time.
Sort of a big fan.
So you've heard some of my older stuff then?
Yes, I have. Kind of have something I want you to check out, if you don't mind.
Maybe in the
I mean,
morning.
if you want to test out the old, I don't know, songwriter's pen.
That pen hasn't been picked up in, well, almost 5 years now, so
But would you?
maybe in the morning.
I'll hold you to that.
Sure.
Write that down on the paper.
Yeah, write it down.
Yeah, right. Yeah, write it down so you know, in case you.
Okay. You better.
What time in the morning?
Let's say 2 hours after sunrise.
Got you. If she pretends to, our watch is a thing here. I don't think so.
Not really.
Pocket watches.
Yeah. But I don't have that.
Anything at this point.
All right. I'll see you in the morning then.
You can always ask Kevin for time.
I'd
No.
recommend touching up those roots. They're starting to show.
Noted. And I just leave. And I turn back. Do you have something I could use to touch up the roots?
Tosses something to you immediately.
Thank you. And I leave.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, as we are here, let's take a 5-minute break and then we'll come back.
Okay.
5 minutes. Right, where were we? So, as you exit the tent back out into the afternoon sun, you see people are still tanning leather, people are still wrestling, people are still playing games, people are just going about sharpening swords, some are going into their tents to do whatever. You see some people reading. The afternoon is yours. What would you like to do?
All of the
I
above.
go touch up my roots.
What?
I say I go touch my roots because apparently I need to.
No problem. What did you say, Barger?
All of the above. I'm gonna spar, I'm gonna wrestle, I'm gonna arm wrestle, I'm gonna break some bones.
Okay, so
I want to try combo for some money with this dice game.
no problem. I can sort that out.
Yeah.
I can definitely do that because I practice for that. All right, cool. So
I
Ozzy.
want to bother the tanners as well, and then go see if I could learn how to gamble.
No problem. Alyssa, what would you like to do?
Is there a medical tent? Or where are we staying again?
You guys are wherever you would like to be.
Where's our tent or whatever?
All right, so
Oh,
you guys don't officially have tents. They only have tents for the current people. You guys still have your sleeping bags. I think
Damn.
there could.
Only I have a tent.
Oh dear. Wait a minute.
Oh, as you said that, I have antitoxins to make. I fucking forgot.
Right.
Never got around to that.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, Alyssa, what was your question?
I'm gonna go away from everybody, just into the clearing somewhere, still a nice, where they can see me, just not around people.
Would you
and
like to
meditate.
be by the fire, or would you like to be away?
Away?
Okay, so there is a clear space off towards the back. You're still on top of the hill, correct?
Yep.
Okay, you're still on top of the hill. There's some tents, but it's kind of a quiet area. So, moving forward from that, Volante, is there anything you would like to do?
When I fight the guy,
You can spar.
no, I actually want to fight him.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You wouldn't?
No.
Why?
Reasons? What do you mean?
I just want to fight him.
Why?
I mean, you can call him out on a spar.
Why
Yeah.
not? Galante has a problem with authority, okay? Which is very strange given the fact that she isn't literally technically a military organization.
Mm-hmm. Something that
But,
she
like,
needs to
here's the
work
thing.
on. Because it could end up
Wait,
bad.
but okay, here's my thing though. A
Mhm.
spar still works because if you beat him in a spar, that's putting you guys on an even footing. If you beat him, you still look good, and you still make him look bad. It's a win-win situation. So,
Fair, I will take that.
Okay.
good.
Alright, so I can start that out. First, okay, who would like to go first? Actually, rollies. Whoever gets the highest goes first.
What, do it over initiative?
No, just
No,
roll
you
a
just roll
d20. Whoever
D20.
gets the flat highest gets to go and do their thing first.
Well, I am going last.
Oh god.
I got a 6.
Okay.
I didn't even
Got a
take my
7.
dice out.
What did you
Let
say?
me just use D&D Beyond. I didn't even take my dice out.
What did you say, Alyssa?
I got a 7.
Okay. But you said you were going to go meditate, right?
I do other things, but that for now,
Okay.
since we're just all talking.
Sure. Alright, 7. So it would be Ruin last, Bardrim, then Alyssa, then who? Volante, what'd you get?
I got a 9.
9 flat? Okay. Azzy, what'd you get?
I got a 19 on the die.
Damn! Okay.
Damn.
Okay, so Azzy goes first, then Volante, then Alyssa, then Bardrim, then Ruin. I would say that all of this would be technically happening at the same time. So, for example, Ruin, when we come back to you, your roots would already be done. Cool. So, let's go with Azzy first. What would you like to do?
Well, first, I think I should go start working on the antitoxins because I still have one remaining. So I'll go do that first.
Okay, so, alright, I'll say while you're working on the antitoxin, we'll go to somebody else. If that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so,
Yeah, that's why I didn't actually want to go first.
okay.
Because if there are like healers around or anyone, I could pick their brain on like how to go about it to like not have me roll with disadvantage to make the antitoxins. That'd be great.
Alright, so, make a perception check.
Perception.
Perception, girl.
22.
22. Okay, not entirely bad. That's fine. All right, so looking around,
22.
most of the people that you see seem to be like fighting people. None of them really seem to have a hand in healing. Maybe some basic use of a healer's kit, but nobody really healing based, unfortunately.
Alright. Fuck it. If I die, I die.
Famous last words.
Indeed. Okay.
It
So-
has never steered me wrong. I've never actually died yet, so.
Okay. So while you are attempting to work on antitoxins alone, let's go to Alyssa. I think you were next.
What am I rolling?
No, wait, no,
Please
sorry.
tell me. And how
Yep.
many?
Hold on. I'm sorry, what, Azzy?
What am I rolling and how many times?
Make a medicine. It would be medicine, I think.
Okay.
So make a medicine
Alright.
check 3 times.
3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. You can come back to me.
Okay. All right. So, right. Next, I think was Volante. Okay. So Volante, yes, your turn. What are you doing? Now, I would like to just set the scene a little bit. There are some people sparring in the corner. You can see Dura on the table arm wrestling some people. You can see, again, most people gambling, playing games. And people sparring, people tanning, so on. The sun's slowly setting. Continue.
I'll go sit in a corner and drink some rum.
Okay, not a problem. Okay. So you go in the corner and drink some rum. When we come back to you, I'm going to need you to make a...
And eye everybody that's in the vicinity.
Okay. So, you hear a cheer go off as Dura slams a man's arm down on the table and she says, I am unbeaten, yet again. Is there anyone else that would like to challenge me? I've beaten at least every single one of you 5 times, consecutively. All of them kind of scratch their head dejectedly. She's like, well, we can all go again if you'd like, and they all kind of turn away and walk. Well,
Oh, one out.
I slam my what is it called? It's not a jug. A mug?
canteen?
Tankard.
Tankard?
Tankard, that's the
Tankard,
word.
yeah.
Right?
I slammed my tankard down and I said, I'll go.
Ooh, okay. Ah, finally, a worthy opponent. At
Take
least.
off my cloak and I drip it on the bench next to me.
Ooh, she's going cloakless, people.
Oh my god.
Okay. This is the first time she's ever done this, by the way. She's never taken off her cloak.
Cloak stays
Okay.
on.
Loyal to, I'm loyal to Paul. Wow.
Okay. It's like, okay.
Sorry.
I understand that I was a bit hard on you before. I would like to make this a fair game. So, she removes her gauntlet and it's just her bare arm on the
Hold
table.
on. Why are you smoking, Bardrum?
No, he's saying smoke as in the slang.
Yeah.
But then he said go away.
Oh, that was for camps.
Miles for me. The cloak stays on.
Wow. Okay, so here's the rules. Arm wrestling. There are 3 rounds total. You roll initiative and advantage to the highest initiative roll. In order to move your opponent's arm on the table, it is a d20 plus your strength modifier. Now, during this, I can give you the rest of the rules. So, you clasp your arm around Dura's. Her palm, just like in real life, you and me, that's how big her hand is.
Oh.
Yeah, so it clasps around your hand, and there are people slowly gathering in as this goes on because, oh my god, Dura's facing off against the new girl. And a Verdant Shadow
Greg.
member, no less, Greg.
Greg.
Anyway, cool. So,
The man, the myth, Greg.
Legend.
Legend.
so, for fuck's sake. Let us roll initiative.
Oh, and this is the D20 plus the bonus, right?
Yes.
You're
Yes, strength modifier.
Mm-hmm.
19
Ooh.
plus 4.
Damn.
23? Okay.
It's 15 plus... Where is she? There she is. 15
At the
plus 2, 17. Okay. So, you go first and you have advantage on the roll. So, your arms are clasped. The grips tighten as you are slowly trying to move. So, you get advantage on your d20 plus strength roll first.
16 plus strength, right?
Yes.
2. 18.
18. Drop my dice, of course. I fucking did that. That's a 9 plus 2. So. Okay. So. Your raw strength pushes her arm down just a bit, and you could see a flash of worry on her face, which is immediately covered with her stoic expression. She is going to use a move which I'm going to tell you now. It's called Death Stare. You can use an intimidation check on your opponent, and if that intimidation check succeeds, your opponent gets disadvantage on the next roll.
Okay. So what do I roll?
You would roll what intimidation is? Charisma saving throw. But I think she is going to use her strength as her intimidation modifier.
So I'm rolling a charisma saving throw or a strength saving
Well,
throw?
would you like to intimidate, or is she going to intimidate? Would you like to intimidate first, or do you want her to do it?
Let me intimidate first.
Okay, go ahead.
Natural 20.
Fuck's sake.
Hey.
There we go.
Very nice. Cool. So she's got to roll a charisma saving throw. Natural 20 for a total of...
Hold on. 23.
Okay, hold on. That's an 8 plus 1, which is 9. So, intimidation, she has disadvantage on the
Jeez.
next roll. So, it's her turn.
I won that round?
Yeah. Yeah, you did win that round, and then she has disadvantage on her turn. That's 2 9s. 9 plus 3 is 12. Yeah, you gotta beat 12 to win this round. So that's 1 to Volante, 0 to Dura.
And I'm adding my strength, right?
Yes.
I got a 16 plus 2.
Whew. Okay, so Dura is pushing, but for some reason Val's strength is just too much at this point, emboldened by the rum that she just consumed. So she keeps pushing Dura's arm further down. The crowd is getting bigger and bigger. Everybody's like, Greg. Anyway, cool. She is going to use her turn to intimidate. Alright, so she lost last round. You roll. Do what you can do. Do whatever you want.
I need to roll?
Yeah, because you won last round. So I'd say you can roll. Because you have to go first, because you won the initiative roll.
Uh-huh.
So go. Roll. Add your strength.
Roll your strength.
Strength?
Yeah, regular strength.
Yeah.
I thought it was charisma.
No, charisma is if you are
Yeah, that's
doing
what
the
death
death stare ability.
I thought that
Yeah,
was
she didn't
what
get
she
scared.
No.
did. She didn't
No.
that scare me. But I just rolled.
Yeah, well, you're rolling again
This is the-
because
this is
you
the
won.
last
This is
one.
the
It's
last
3.
round.
The last round
Yes.
we on now.
Yeah.
17 plus 2.
Jesus. Fuck. Okay, noted. So that's an 18 plus 3, 21. So she wins
Beat
this
that one.
round, pulls you back up a thing. Your arms are now coming closer to the middle. She's
And I
struggling.
intimidate her.
Yeah, sure.
Natural 20
Mother of God, I gotta take away
Jesus
your dice.
Christ.
Anyway, cool.
plus 3.
23. Okay, so she gotta make a charisma save through. That's a 14 plus 1, 15. She doesn't beat it, so she gets disadvantage on her next turn, which is now. You still have to make your strength roll to move her arm.
This is a 16 plus 2.
6 plus 2 is 18, so she has disadvantage. That's a 16 plus. That's a 16. Hold on. That's a 9. Fuck. So that's 12 again.
9.
Her arm goes
9.
back down one more time. Everybody's getting more hyped. Like, Greg.
Greg.
Everybody's starting to bet. There's some guys in the corner like, I got 50 on the silver-haired one.
19
Oh God. Okay, she's gonna use her.
plus 2. Plus 2.
She's gonna use
21.
21.
her.
Plus
No, she
10.
can't because you already rolled. That's fine. 21. 15 plus 3 is 18. So, with one final squeeze, Volante brings Dura's hand all the way down, touches the table. She gets up and just knocks the table. She's like, I guess there's a first time for everything. Everybody's cheering, everybody's patting Volante on the back for finally beating Dura. You see people is like, hey, congratulations, you finally beat the Unbroken One. No, she broke the Unbroken One.
Wow.
Nice.
Yo.
It's like she's just like,
Nice.
she walks over to you, kind of like puffing herself up just a little bit, trying to be intimidating, but then she quiets down and says, that was a good game. I respect those who, well, can beat me in a fight. This wasn't necessarily a fight, but I respect you. And she gives you a small pat on the shoulder, kind of walks away. Okay, next in line is Alyssa, your turn.
Okay.
There's some guys gambling. There was that whole crowd standing up around the arm wrestling table. There's some people sparring, and that's basically it.
Alright, so I kind of walk away from everybody, go up to still on the hill, just a little farther away. I'm starting to kind of limp. Now that nobody's really looking at me, I'm limping a little. I sit down under a tree where the sun is definitely not in my face or anywhere near me.
I'd say it's getting closer to sunset time now, so
Okay.
sun's going away slowly.
And in that moment, my eyes kind of calm down, and you notice, if anyone notices, I don't want to notice, I have heterochromia. So
Ooh, you have what?
2 different colored eyes.
No,
I think.
I was hoping I heard correctly. Me too. Ruben does as well.
nice.
Twins.
So one is silky white, and the other is blue, like icy blue.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes, yeah.
I bring my hand up to my head, my forehead, and cast chillin'. What is it? Chillin'
Chill
thing
touch.
that I have?
Oh, lol. That's a damn
But I
spell, right?
More like to cover my hand, to just place against my
okay.
head.
No problem. I'd say for story reasons, yeah. I'd also say that since it's for a story reason, it doesn't cost you a spell slot. I think
Okay.
Chill Touch is a first level spell, right? Or is it a cantrip?
Let me check
I
that.
think it's a
double check.
cantrip.
Okay, well, never mind. Cantrips are free.
Double check.
So, as the fractal patterns of ice cover over your hand, what color of magic forms as it covers your hand?
So it starts off bluish, a bit of purple and blue, kind of a little bit of both, and then I start to get like erratic. Like I start to get flashbacks of things, and my eyes start to like go back into a past memory, and that's when I want my wild magic to kind of go off.
Okay,
Right
well,
there.
in that case, make a d20 roll. On a 1, you roll on the wild magic table, but anything higher, you're fine.
Hey, Teddy,
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you something.
sure.
A tree.
Good. So, as the blue into purple arcane energy comes out of you, it flickers and grows larger for a second as you are cast back into whatever memory may have entered your mind, and then it just stops.
All right.
Yeah.
As it stops,
Mhm,
I kind of pull myself back out of that trance.
mhm.
So I just sit there, move my fingers on my forehead, just massaging out the burning sensation from the sun in my eyes.
Okay.
And I stay right there. Nothing else.
Okay. So, as you do that, in your perceived lonesome, you hear some footsteps approaching. You got bad dreams, kid?
I look up.
It's Jasper. No hat, holding a tankard, kind of lazily. Just like, you are, and I mean this with all respect, an oddity. I've never seen an
Thank
elf
you.
like you before.
Not many of my kind up here. We like to stay in the dark.
I would assume so, based on the sensitivity to light thing.
Stop assuming.
You're not
We do a lot
there.
of assumptions today.
Anyway, a lot of stuff. Yeah, it is a part of my job to assume, unfortunately. Again, I am sorry for, you know, I have been making a lot of assumptions today, and it wasn't my best judgment because I should have looked into it a little bit more. So I do hope that you and I are okay on that front.
I mumble under my breath, what trauma you've caused a 17-year-old.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You, I'm gonna leave you to your silence.
Could I have some of that?
How old are you?
Whatever. 21?
You're not getting that.
Make a deception check.
That.
Insight is wisdom, right?
Yes.
Correct.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. He believes. They believe you.
Okay, cool.
That was a 2 on insight. Okay. All right. Cool. So, like, sure. Hands you his tankard. Just take a sip. I need the rest of that.
I take a very large sip.
Oh Jesus!
And then
Immediately
give back to
picks
you.
it back up. He's like, "All right, slow down.
Not
I'm
gonna
gonna
do anything.
leave you to do your thing." The view is especially at sunset, it's really nice. I also come out here to gather my thoughts, I guess.
Alright, see you, mister.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
He called me
And-
Mister.
They walk away. Next is Baradrim.
Hey, I was planning on doing sparring,
Okay.
arm wrestling, and normal wrestling. I have a
Oh.
lot of shit.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Gotta keep it to a
Everything.
minimum. Keep it to a minimum. I would also like to point out that you guys can arm wrestle, spar, or wrestle each other. So if anybody would
I
like to
can-
go toe to toe, that's accepted.
I
here.
want to do it, Barjam.
Oh no.
You wanna what?
I oh, arm wrestle.
Yeah, fun.
Then I can normal wrestle for now. I can do sparring stuff off session maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I can wrestle you.
You
I
want to
am not
wrestle me?
sure.
Excuse me.
No, I want arm wrestle. Arm
Alright.
wrestle.
I'll just wrestle with other people. Then I'll arm wrestle.
Yeah, I can't wrestle.
So, do they have a pit or just cleared up someplace?
There's a small clearing where people are wrestling. Sure.
Alright, I take off my armor.
So your
Not arm.
your armor class is what now?
Okay, Bucky Barnes.
Oh Jesus.
I think my armor would be 12 if I take off the armor. Let me see.
Okay.
You can describe as I take off my armor.
Okay, so
Hmm.
a wrestling match just came to the end. The victor is this kind of
Batista looking dude.
no slim. He's a cut guy. He looks to be in his later 20s, but he's got some muscle on him.
Is he an elf?
Wrestler does he look
He
like?
is a human.
Is he
Which
taller than me?
wrestler? Give us
Yes.
a body shape.
I don't know many wrestlers. Please don't start. Cool. So, wrestling. Guy is pinning another guy to the ground and says, "I'll be with you in a second." And the other guy taps out.
Sounds gay.
It's hella gay.
He-
We're sweating.
It is.
they don't have shirts on.
Then I don't have my shirt on.
Yeah, no, I know. You took off your armor, remember? Anyway, cool. So,
Still have my
Take it
clothing
off.
on.
he
Take
hops up and
it
he's
off.
like,
Take it off.
"All right. Good day. What's your name?"
Baradrim. Also, for the record, Baradrim has like bluish wings on his arms and back as a tattoo.
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We love
And some runes.
Spatted king.
All right, Baradrim. Nice to meet you. They call me Liam.
What is your name? Liam.
Liam. Yeah.
I offer my hand for a shake.
Okay. He reaches down, shakes your hand, like, you into wrestling?
Why do you think I stripped down?
It's a rhetorical question. All right, cool. So, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You give you a weird look. We both go at the same time. What do you mean go first or me go first?
I don't know. I usually like to give the new guy a little upper hand.
I squinted at him.
One give me edge.
What am I rolling?
Roll for initiative.
Hey, that's a 16. Makes it
That is-
18.
That is a 14. So, he goes second. Cool. So, first move goes to you. You can make an attack against his armor class, which is gonna be... Your armor class is 10 plus dex, right? So, 14.
Yeah. Mine is 12. Well, joke's on him. Let me see. 11 plus 6. That's 17.
Damn. Okay, cool. That hits. So, what are you planning on doing? How do you go against him?
I'm gonna use my maneuver.
Oh?
I mean, it says weapon attack, but I think it technically works in this case.
Okay.
Giving me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. That is a 19.
Ah, damn it, that beats it.
Alright, cool. So,
Since I'm shorter than him,
mhm.
I try to tackle him towards the ground by running up to his legs.
Okay.
I still hit hard, but I don't manage to tackle him on the ground.
Okay, so it's just like punching, right? So that'd be strength.
No, just plus. I think just 5 on my end because of my
Right,
strength.
yeah, shit, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Good, so running ahead, you try to trip him by grasping onto his legs, but he holds fast and takes 5 points of damage. It is his turn now. That is a 10 plus 2 is 12.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, cool. So, with that, he gives you a punch into your side for 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Your turn.
That's an 18.
Ooh, that hits.
Ooh, that's still 5 damage. Since he punched me in the side, I'm gonna punch him in the groin.
Oh, fuck.
That's the closest thing I can punch.
Okay, so you punch him in the groin, he goes down, he's like, ugh, the rules were
Is it?
not below the belt. Fuck. And then he
Nobody
goes,
told me rules. Dwarven rules.
he immediately raises his arm up to punch you in the face. That is a 9 plus...
You mean he puts his arm down to punch him in the face?
Essentially. Well, he's now on
Yeah.
the ground on his knees, so he's probably eye to eye. He still has to raise his arm up. So that is 9 plus 2, 11.
9?
Does not
He
miss.
misses.
Miss is miss. Okay, so with the pain emanating from his crotch area, he swings
Yeah.
and narrowly misses your nose. And he's gonna action surge.
Oh.
Ooh.
That is a 10 plus 2, 12.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, good. So as his arm passes by your nose, you see it start swinging back for like a backhand slap across the face for 3 points of damage.
Damn.
He slapped me? Fucking bitch slapped me? Take 23 to your face, mister.
Shit, that hits.
Oh, good
So
lord.
as soon as you get bitch slapped in the face, what do you do?
I'm gonna use another superiority die to make him prone again.
Okay.
Rolls the strength saving throw.
Okay, no problem. That is an 8. Plus
He is
2,
prone on the
10.
ground. as I headbutt him after that bitch slap, I'm like, I'll show you.
So he's prone. So he is
I'm gonna
on
action
his
surge.
knees for story reasons. So
Mm-hmm.
pick him, knock him in the head, and he's now
Yeah, and I'm
prone
gonna-
on the ground. What are you gonna do?
Action surge.
Oh boy. Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
do you go with the new rules or the old rules for grappling?
I'm using the old rules. So what's the grappling rule?
Old rule is contested athletics or acrobatics. New rule is you hit their AC. If you beat it, you can grapple them or something. I don't know.
I want to do contested because it makes more sense to me. You are. So as soon as you headbutt him and he falls to the ground, you're immediately on him trying to grapple him so he can tap out. Contested athletics or acrobatics, still strength.
Yeah.
So
Can you beat 23?
18. So with that, you're on top of him. He's trying to break out. Somebody's in the corner counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're out.
Oh,
Yeah. So with that,
I offer my hand.
no problem. So, as that comes to an end, he is like, you shouldn't have gone for below the belt, but that's fine. In real fights, there are no rules. Takes your hand, gets up, shakes it, passes you on the shoulder, and it's like, very good, very good. I appreciate. Finally, somebody beats me. Had to be the new guy.
I give an assessment look at him.
Mm-hmm.
I just say good fight and go back to my armor.
Like-
If this guy was unbeaten, I'm like, I changed my mind.
Okay. All right, cool. So, with that, Ruin, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Ramble with the dice game.
Scramble to the dice game. Okay, cool. So, there are currently 3 people playing. One of them leaves because he bet his last coin and lost it. So, what do you say to the 2 people at the table that are left now?
Got room for one more?
Yeah, we've always got room for one more. It's like,
There, what's the game?
alright. It's called threes. Okay, so I'm going to explain it normally. You roll 5d6. All the numbers on the die are face value except for threes. Those are worth 0. Whoever has the lowest score wins.
The lowest score. Okay.
Yeah,
This is a backward game then.
essentially.
Say 5d6s.
5d6.
That's like trick or knock for real, but it's just trick or knock. I love this game. It's trick or knock.
Alright.
Fucking finally, I got 5 sets of dice. Let's go. All right, is there anybody else who'd like to play? Because
me
there
too.
are open spots.
I got
I want to play.
5, 7, 8.
All right, so you take a break from working on your thing, and you come to play.
Yeah, I do have learn how to gamble. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you have to say how much gold you're betting.
I'll go with 5 first.
Okay.
Yeah, let me get my 5d6. I'm betting 10 gold.
Ooh.
All right,
The
so
thing
these
that
guys.
makes me happy,
Uh-huh.
the happiest is I have more than 5d6, so I don't even have to double roll.
Same. I still got. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I got dice galore. Anyway, cool. So
6, 7, 8, 9.
the older guy at the table is gonna bet 15 gold, and the other one is going to bet 10 as well. So that.
I feel cheap, but I don't care.
For the record, mercenaries get 1 gold per day.
Not in this economy.
Huh, that is true.
All right, cool. So, first guy's rolling. That is.
I'm rolling
think
all
all
5
of
at the same time.
You're rolling 5
cool.
at the same time. 3 is 0, but every other number is face value. Whoever has the lowest wins the whole pot. You can also what's the word I'm looking for in poker?
Bluff.
Okay. Bluff.
Bluff?
No, not bluff. When you
Well,
add more.
Raise?
And when you
Raise.
say
There
face
we go. You
raise
can
value,
also
that
raise.
means 10.
Huh?
Okay, so when I say is all other numbers are face cards. I mean, it counts as 10.
All numbers on the die are face value except for 3. So everything else is game except for 3.
I'm into that. I
Okay.
like that. I
So-
like that.
The first guy, 6, 15, 2, 17. Second guy, has 21. What does Ruin have?
Oh my god. Ruin has 15.
Okay, not bad. What does Azzy have?
5.
Oh, baby.
gosh.
Yes, let's go.
So then I lose 5 gold then.
Okay, so
I lose
Azzy,
5 gold then.
you would essentially be winning 10 and 10 plus 20 is 40 gold. However, the older
you got
guy's like,
my
wait, no. Yeah, that's your 5. You're like, wait, no.
Okay.
I raise. So this
You
is the
raise?
first guy. He raises. He says he wants to do 25. The second guy's like,
25?
yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
raise 2. And he does 15.
I raised to 20.
Okay. Azzy's now 20.
What do we do now? I don't know how
Ruin?
this works.
Oh, you wanna know if I'm gonna raise?
Are you gonna raise? Yeah. You're the 4th person playing this game, so yeah.
I'll go 15. I'll go
Okay.
15.
All right, playing big games tonight. Okay, 5d6. Let's roll them again. I have to roll twice.
I
don't
do
wanna
have
know
one
some-
question though.
Sure.
I
If I rolled and I lost because you announced the rolls, why should I not raise if you were gonna roll again?
I'm confused by the question. Sorry.
But that first round, as he got the money though, right? Or are we just or
No,
did that
if they-
squash?
If, as he called her roll as 5, they realized they would have lost, so they say, no. I raise because I would like another chance. But if they lose too much gold, there's like a game mechanic. If they lose too much gold, they're gonna give up.
Oh, because if they keep adding to the pot,
Yeah.
they just added more to the pot, so
Yeah, they
as
just
to,
added
as
more.
a
So
chance
the
to
total
essentially
now,
win back their
the
money.
total went from 40 to higher, which is 30, 50, 55.
So they essentially went like, okay, take backsies. Let's raise the pot so I could win back my money, so that you don't take my money. Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
The guys have put in their stuff. Ruin, what do you have?
13.
Azzy, what do you have?
3.
Oh,
Hey,
What?
damn! I thought I
I
would have
need to
won
learn
this
how
one.
to gamble.
I thought I would have won
At
this
least
one.
my money's
One
going
guy
to
got
Azzy.
one guy
At
got
least my
11,
money-
one guy got 7.
At least my money's going to Azzy, so I lose that
That's fair.
15 gold as well, right?
Yeah, you would lose that 15. So it's 15 total. These guys would have subtracted that, and they're like, alright, it seems these guys are very good at what they do. I can't afford to lose more gold. So they hand in their pot and they leave.
So how much gold do I get now?
Way to go,
You
Azzy.
have 55.
55. I'll minus my 20, so I'm just adding 35.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit, sorry, I'm incorrect. Sorry. 30
Yes, you
plus
are.
20 is 50. 50 is 75. So it's gonna be 30 plus 25. Yeah, it's 55 now, in actuality.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You are welcome. So, at this point, the afternoon comes to a close. The sun has set, the stars are now out. You guys have either drank, gambled, wrestled, meditated, whatever, what have you. Are you guys still wrestling and gambling, I'm guessing? I'm guessing Ruin and Azzy would have gone later into the night. Volante as well would have probably joined the gambling.
Yeah, but we gamble not for money. We gamble for like rocks or something. It's like I lose the money.
Rocks?
Tiny rocks, pebbles.
Yeah, but I'm not paying child support.
Mm.
Cool. So, as the night's coming to a close and the gambling is happening, can I have your passive perceptions, please?
Oh, also, let me give you my
Minus
results
odd.
for the antitoxins. Where's the dice? The rest of them not over there. Okay, 20, 20, 18.
Right. 20, 20, and 18? Okay, not bad. Cool. You successfully make your batch of antitoxin.
So I got 3 of them? Yay!
Yeah.
Let me add that to the notes.
All right, so as you guys are gambling, Azzy, what's your passive perception?
13.
Okay. Okay. Biodrim, what's your passive?
13.
All right, so that was Biodrim. Alyssa, what is your passive perception?
14.
14.
14.
Oh.
Okay. Ruin, what's your passive?
Yes.
DS.
10. Shit.
I told you I'm not smart. Why you like putting a magnifying glass on this?
7. Okay, Volante, what's your passive perception?
15.
Okay.
She's gonna be one with good PT.
All right, with
Yeah.
that, as the night comes to a close, some of you are a little intoxicated, maybe enjoying yourself. And with that, you feel something. You feel like you hear something. So, as the night crawls on, there's merriment, there's some people maybe playing some instruments, and then it just goes quiet for a second before dirt, mud, and so on fly into the middle of the camp. The fire moves from the shockwave of the explosion. There is fire around the bridge area and a bunch of smoke coming in. If everybody would like to turn their attention to roll 20 for me, please.
Your horse is dead. Who killed the horses?
Right. So,
Mine isn't loading.
Fire.
Hold on.
light. Anyway,
11.
so
10.
the singular source of light that was
Water.
the fire in the middle of the camp is now lessened by the other roaring fires that have occurred from this large explosion. The bridge is on fire. You can see when the smoke slowly starts to clear, the guards that were at the bridge are out and burnt to a crisp.
You will not be taking part in this. Mans is gonna stay over there.
Okay, he's out. So, where would everybody be? You can take control of your stuff now.
Okay.
Jasper and Dura run out. Jasper, just Jasper doesn't have his hat
I
on.
can't move my thing.
You can't? Let me see.
No.
You have control. You should.
We would have been at the table if we were like, so I'll stay right here.
Yeah, you have control.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Cool. So, as the explosion rings out, there's a battle cry that just erupts from below the hill. You see hooks fly over as they dig into the soil and people start to climb up. The other men in Jasper's camp jump down, try to push them down. Some of them get pulled off and fall about 10-15 feet onto the ground below. There's fighting occurring off of the bridge 10 to 15 feet below. And all that to say, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Let me just organize these peeps properly.
That looks like a mage.
All right, cool. So this is where we are, peeps. This
Always.
is where we are.
So we get
Let
movement.
us roll initiative.
So we get to move from where we were originally.
I would
Just a little?
say,
Or
okay,
stay
it's
here?
not necessarily a surprise round because they would have had to. You would have all seen this. The hooks coming over, everybody climbing up and getting into position.
Okay, and I'd be about
So,
here by now.
Okay, no problem. Let us again
Let
roll
me check my
initiative.
ruler.
Cool. So I will call out Hold on, let me just do this really quick.
Uh-huh.
Okay, hold on. I made a mistake with this one. Remove that. Swap these two. Change to 5. Plus 2 is 10. Okay, cool. So, 25 to 20.
On a 1.
I got a 21 too.
Ooh, who has the higher dex?
Oh,
Oh,
Me.
probably her.
What's your dex?
I got a 15.
19.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah, Volante first. 21. Val. 21. Bar. Alright, 20 to 15. Yeah, shit.
I'll be Shaylin has 16.
Okay.
Alyssa, what? That works.
Alright, that was 20 to 15, 15 to 10.
Me, I got 14.
Oh god.
As a.
Ruin. You okay?
I got 8.
Oh shit.
Yes, I'm great. I got 8.
Oh dear. 8. Ruin.
I'm just here to pick up the scraps, apparently.
Apparently so. I gotta roll for Jasper.
A shadow.
Oh, Shadow, I would.
Oh my god, exactly where is Shadow?
They're safe. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
That's cocked. What the fuck? It's 13
Respect the cock.
plus 2, 15 for Jasper. And Dura. That's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Dura is 3 with a natural 1. Okay, cool. It is all mixed. Volante, you're going first.
Pick the table, make a cover.
That's far. That's very far. Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna use my movement,
Okay, no problem.
and I'm gonna move my character here.
Uh-huh.
So I use 30 feet of my movement.
Right, no problem.
And I'm gonna use my 2 short swords.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use the weapon fighting
Okay.
and slash at him. Got 17 for one
Okay, that hits.
and 20 for the other one.
That also hits.
Okay, so hold on, I got my D8. Where's my D6? Sorry. 4 plus 4, 8.
Mhm.
And 3 plus 4, 7.
Okay, so 8 and 7 is 15.
15.
Okay,
Yes.
so Volante, after hearing this large explosion, you immediately rush to your feet. You see Jasper and Dura run outside of the tent, and you see hooks come over the hill. People climb up. People are running scared. People are trying to fight. People are joining in the fight below the hill. And you see this one guy just walking through, like a big bravado type guy. You immediately rush up to him, 2-weapon fighting, pull out both your swords and slash across his chest for 15 points of damage, you said? That's 2. Okay, so it cuts straight through his armor, blood gushes from his chest, but he's still standing up. But as his reaction, he's going to use sand spray. Make a dex save for me, please.
19.
That succeeds. So, after being slashed across the chest, he reaches into this pouch and throws out some sand, but it just misses. It falls short of where it's supposed to go because of the pain that he's feeling. Bartram, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go like this and to here. And with my action, I'm gonna throw my hand axe at the guy Volante is fighting.
Okay.
That's a 14. What's my modifier? Plus 6. That's a 22 hit.
That hits.
Okay. D6. That's 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. Okay, cool. So, no problem. So, after seeing Volante quickly go into action and then narrowly missing sand getting thrown in her eyes, you essentially tumble roll your way and shoot your axe towards the other guy, which lands in his shoulder but kind of glances off at the same time. You said 9 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no problem. It is number 4's turn. Number 4 sees you, Volante. He's like, I recognize you. And she's going to pull out her light crossbow. She's upgraded.
Oh, no.
And,
Oh my god. I get revenge.
okay, that's
I was about to say,
fuck.
ooh, Volante can kill you.
Alright, so I recognize you. It's time for me to take revenge for what you did to my friends, is essentially what she says. So she picks up her crossbow, aims it, but she's kind of shaky because of what happened last time. And she fires and misses with a 2. It shoots straight past and lands somewhere off in the distance.
Except her.
Okay. She's like, fuck. Anyway, it is now number 2's turn. He's going to 19. Multi-attack. He's going to make an attack with his long sword. So, oh god, I didn't have to say it like that. Okay. He is also going to expend a superiority die to... Cool. Let's do a disarming strike. So that's a 19. 19 hits you, Volante, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is... Well, 19 plus 3 is 22. It still would have hit. So it has 7 points of damage. 8 plus 4. So that's 7 and 4 is 11 points of damage. I also need you to make a strength saving throw.
21.
Ah, that beats it. That's very nice.
Ooh.
Okay, cool. He's also going to use his second attack
We actually think about
to
what
make
the
a
hell I
sand
wanted to
spray again. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, cool. No problem. You are blinded for 1 round.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put up this thing here. This means blinded, so when your turn comes around again, you're fine.
It'll be at this.
So next round, my next round,
Your
I
next
can't do
turn.
anything.
Yeah, you're until yeah.
Not- It'll be a disadvantage, right?
Yeah, it'll be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So that was 2's turn. Those are both his multi-attacks. Is he going to move? I don't think so. He's fine there. Okay, Alyssa, it is your turn. Jasper is up next. After Jasper is Azzy.
Alright, so move forward to there. Am I affected by the fire from there?
Hold on. Let me check again. No, you're good. Where are you moving? Here?
Where I am.
Okay, no, you're fine. The fire's hot, but you're not affected by it.
I want to cast Scorching Ray and aim
Uh-huh.
at the 3 targets in front of me.
Number 2?
Here.
I can break it up, right?
Yeah,
you can break up.
Yeah. What's the range on Scorching Ray? It's supposed to have a range.
Probably
120
30.
Not like
Okay, yeah, you're
120
good.
down.
You are
120
good.
feet.
That is
yeah,
fine.
it's
great.
big boy.
Mm-hmm.
You could hit anybody. Everybody's in range.
I'm gonna break
Everyone
it
catching
up
sprays.
Mm-hmm.
between 1, 3, and 2.
Okay, no problem.
If you hit 2, you might probably hit me.
No,
Yeah.
In your
Scorching
line?
Ray
kind of
is
out of the way.
it guides
It's a direct
itself.
hit.
Also, you are off by 1, so you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. And Scorching Ray is a straight line. It's not a cone.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, is it roll to hit? I can't remember.
It is, I think.
Yes, you gotta make the 3 separate rolls.
Right, yeah, so you have to roll your d20 3 separate times and add your spell casting bonus with
First one is
Roll high.
17.
17. That
Ooh.
hits. Congrats. Second one.
Nice, nice.
19 plus 6. So
That
18.
hits.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Damn.
Very nice. And who was the last one?
Natural 20.
3? 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3?
Yo,
Natural,
natural
20.
20.
Very nice. Okay, who's the
Yes.
last one? Who's the last recipient?
It's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, it's 3 of them, but
Oh,
which 3?
1, 2, and 3.
Okay, no problem.
the
Cool.
one.
So who's receiving the natural 20?
Who's the lowest?
Probably
2.
second.
2 is the lowest.
2.
Probably 2.
Good.
2 then.
So then my next question is, what damage die? What's the damage die for Scorching Ray? Or how ma-
2d6.
2d6. So yeah, number 1's damage is 2d6. How much is the total?
4, 5.
5 total. Okay, so got Scorching Ray. Second one, number 3, damage for her.
2,
2,
3.
Okay, 3 total. That's 5 for the first one, 3 for the second one. The last one we'll deal with now. So you get 6 plus your bonus, whatever the bonus is for the damage, and then you roll the 2 dice. So roll the 2d6.
So 3, 5, 8.
8 total with everything else.
8 total with the dice.
Okay, so that's 8 plus 6, which is
6.
I don't think you add your
13,
modifier with Scorching Ray.
Yeah, you don't add your modifier. The
shit.
Scorching Ray.
okay. Well,
14.
14 total. No problem.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Okay. So, Alyssa, you see all of this chaos going on, and your immediate thought is, "Oh, I gotta fight, I guess." And what color does the Scorching Ray come out as? Describe it to me, quickly.
Like fire.
Okay, noted. Okay, so the flame on a gas stove, the purple arcane energy
Oh
that forms
my
into
God.
blue immediately lights up into a bright yellow as 3 scorching rays, literally scorching Marisha rays, fire out of your hand and hit number 1, number 3, and number 2. As it hits number 1, the fire just comes off of his armor, kind of blackened a bit, but he seems okay. Number 2, she takes some
the
damage, but it
hell,
kind of
man?
glances off on her shoulder. Number 3, sorry, glances off on her shoulder. Number 2, you said it was 14 damage, right?
Yeah.
Add 8 on the dice. You
Right.
the rest.
So
It's 14.
So it hits him straight in the chest, burns, cauterizes the wound that Volante had done earlier, that X mark in his chest. So his armor is now burning away slowly. His hair is kind of scorched and skin as well. He's looking real hurt. Okay, with that, it is Jasper's turn. Jasper comes and is like, they found us. Reavers! And he shouts, Reavers. Babe, sorry.
Oh.
So, he's 1,
I think I
2.
get fucked up.
He says, Aurora, Alyssa, fucking shit, I can't read. God damn it, I'm changing this name. Alyssa. There we go. Say it. Cool, Alyssa. Jasper, yeah, he says, Alyssa, duck, please. And they pull out the same iron rod and hold it straight forward. And all you hear is a loud bang and flash as number 2 gets hit for... Oh yeah, baby. 18 plus 5 is 23. Cool. That is exactly the same amount of damage. So, how do I want to do this? So, after shouting out, Alyssa, duck. Do you duck, Alyssa?
You move out of the way very quickly.
No problem. So you just shrink a bit, because they're a bit taller than you. They point the iron rod out, fire it, and this, you can't see it. It happens so fast. Just blood splatters out of this guy.
Yeah.
Through his back, actually, even though he was shot to the front, and he just falls over dead. And the iron rod smokes slowly. He kind of spins it and just blows on it. Next is...
Smash.
Not me.
Next is Azzy.
Hi.
Wait, we didn't even make it
So-
through half with the turn yet? What
Nope.
the hell?
Nope. It's too many people. So many people. That's why you gotta kill people. But I'm gonna make it easier
Oh.
for us to kill people.
He is also...
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Azzy? Which is the one I got beef with?
2. Oh no, 4. This one's dead.
So 2 is dead.
2's dead.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all leave 4 for me. I have beef.
Okay, so
Okay.
sorry, Azzy, before your turn,
Give me a sec.
I'm gonna give you a sec while Jasper finishes their turn. So, Jasper, after firing, was anybody hit?
Nope.
No.
I was.
No.
Yeah, I think Volante
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, Volante
I
got
was
hit, yeah.
I took
How much damage?
11.
Okay, so
11? Yeesh.
25, 30. Okay, so that's all of his
Yeah.
movement. They take all of their movement, and they don't have multi-attack. That sucks. Anyway, that's okay. That's all right. So they're standing next to you. That is it.
Okay.
They look at you. They say, Greg, you all right? You got sand in your eye."
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Right, I'm blinded.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm
I
sailing.
thought she was just being difficult. I thought she was just
Yeah,
being
me too. I
volante.
thought, but no.
Me
Anyway,
too.
cool. Azzy, it's your turn.
I didn't.
Okay. So I pull up a little bit. This way. As you know, I'm gonna just get to here next to Bardrum,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast my favorite spell.
Oh God, is it fairy fire?
We're casting. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So.
That's why the square was there, and I know
Oh.
exactly where I'm casting it.
Oh dear.
20 feet.
So fairy fire. I put that.
Yeah.
I'm a.
So these are the people that are gonna get caught in it.
And fairy fire, you don't have to roll anything. It's just immediate cast, right? They don't have to make a saving throw.
No, it. Yeah,
Saving throw.
Dex saves.
Okay.
Dex saves.
All right. So dex saves.
These three.
That's a
Am I
10
even putting this in the correct
plus.
place where I put it last time?
That's a 10 plus
Uh,
2 is 12 for 1.
Oh, that fails.
Okay. 1 has fairy fire.
Yeah, he has. We have advantage on him.
That's an 8 plus 2 is 10 for 5.
Fail.
Okay. That is a natural 1 plus 4 is 5. So
Oh
1,
my
3, and
goodness.
5 have
That
fairy
man is a
fire,
light beacon.
which means every one of you have advantage on the attack against them.
Yeah, and I made sure I measured it properly so none of the allies get
Yeah.
Okay, love
get
it.
caught in it.
All right,
so.
is that your turn? Oh, you have
Yeah, because I'm a
okay.
fucking caster and I can't do shit after I
Makes
cast a
sense.
spell.
Okay, so,
I will say how it looks though.
please tell me.
Yeah. So, well, as he steps up, and then she just lifts her staff aloft,
Mhm.
and she doesn't say anything because she doesn't believe in having to speak all the time. And I don't remember if Fairy Fire has somatic. Is it
You
vocal?
can check.
Oh, it is a vocal.
It is a vocal
verbal.
spell.
So I kind of have to say some shit. And essentially, it is. We see you. Which I don't know. Actually, sounds cool. We see you.
That's good.
I perceive you.
We see you. Yeah, we see you. And
Okay.
so it looks like glowing fireflies just surround them in like multicolors. So it's like red, green, blue, pink.
They all start
And
swatting
purple?
away with it before realizing that it's a spell.
And she
that
giggles.
just lights their thing. Okay, no problem. So what we have next here is their turn, and Ruin, you're after them.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Them.
So them as in 1, 3, and 5. It's their turn
Oh.
next. They plural.
How about 4?
4, yeah.
Where's
Oh,
the
Well, you
four-
don't
four
see
did,
shit, so
four did
you will
her
never
turn
know.
earlier and tried to shoot Volante and then missed. So
Oh,
1 goes
She done
first.
I bet is mine.
No.
That's
That
4.
it's mine.
Okay, he's that. So he is going to take his movement, which is 40 feet.
I think this is Monster Hunter music.
It is.
Damn.
Gonna come straight up to Jasper. And he misses his first attack. He's gonna go with his second one. 7 plus 3 is 10. So, number 1 runs up to Jasper, swipes twice with his long sword, but Jasper ducks out of the way once, ducks out of the way a second time as the guy misses. That's his turn. Number 3's turn. She's gonna stay back there, and she is gonna do some shit. What's she gonna do? She's gonna use her light crossbow, and actually she's gonna use a trick shot. Positive hit, pierce damage on hit. It's more sand stuff. Amazing. Well, at least they're consistent. 10 plus 8, 18. She's gonna aim for Baradrim because you tossed an axe at number 2, so you're gonna be the focus of this. Does an 18 hit?
No.
Shit! I forgot your armor class is high. Anyway, cool. So
Thank you, boy.
we were almost there. We're on the cusp of greatness. Anyway, cool. So this number 3 loads their arrow into their crossbow, aims, and fires right at the last second. It whizzes past your ear. It was this close, taking a tuft of hair with it, but that's about it. It is number 5's turn. No, he just whizzes past. It took a small chunk of his beard with him, with the arrow.
Oh no, he's dead.
Oh god, it's she.
He desecrated your beard.
Okay, so number 5, taking a cue from number 3, is going to take his movement, walk up to you, and is going to attack with his long sword. That is a 2, so the first attack misses. That is a 10 plus bitch nuggets. That is a 10 plus 3. That's 13. That doesn't work. So both attacks
I
miss.
slapped him away with my shield. I'm angry.
Okay, but he's gonna action surge. Take 19 plus 3, 22.
Beat it.
That hits. Okay, so with that, he's gonna use a disarming strike. Spend one of his superiority dice. Yes, this is a new guy. So that's on the damage. That would be... He takes both hands with his longsword, versatile. It's 9 plus 4 is 13. That's 13 points of damage, and you have to make a strength saving throw.
This is not magical, right?
No, this is a disarming
Okay,
strike.
then I only take 10 damage.
Okay.
Nat 20.
That? Okay, so this guy walks up to you and pulls out his longsword, uses all his strength in both of his hands to try and disarm you. You block with your warhammer instead of your shield. Story purposes, it looks awesome. So he goes down once, slams. Actually, he misses his first 2 attacks. Goes down once and slams. It hits your sledgehammer, but you push it off, and a small crack forms in the blade. Oh, he still has one more attack, I think, because it was the first attack that hit you. So multi-attack.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20. Fuck.
Hey.
Okay, natural
What
20.
the hell, Bar?
He's gonna come back around with one hand. So he's gonna use another superiority die to disarm you again. You have to make another strength saving throw. So that is 7 plus 3. That's 10 points of damage.
Okay, that's 7 damage.
Okay.
25.
Damn. Okay, so he comes around once more, slashes you across the arm, trying to make you not able to hold your warhammer, but you're still holding strong. And cool. So that's the end of his turn. Ruin, it's your turn.
Okay. So I'll take 3.
Okay.
And at second level, only cast at second level, I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Uh-oh.
So they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, no problem. So 3 cast
number
shatter. I have to make a con save, you said?
Mhm.
Okay. That is a con 17.
Jesus, alright, you can take half damage then.
Okay, so how much damage is it?
3d8.
Okay. 3?
I have.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
8. So you take half of 12, 6. And then I am gonna give bardic inspiration to Jasper.
Okay. Cool. No problem. So add a d6 to whatever.
Yeah, it could be an attack, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Okay. All right.
It could be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Okay. No problem. Cool. So, in that case, is that the end of your turn? You're going to take any movement or anything?
I got right here.
Okay, good. So it's Dora's turn. And she's going to rage.
Oh,
I knew it.
barbarian.
I called it from the beginning. She was a barbarian.
Okay, so
And she lost to a ranger? Damn.
I'm a strong ass bitch. Don't mess with me.
it's fair. Okay, so she's
I
going
will
to
fight
take
you in my sleep.
all 40 feet of her movement to rush up next to Jasper in front of this guy. As she's raging, she fuck, I didn't describe anything for Ruin. I'm sorry. So Ruin, as you grasp or make whatever components you have to make this earth-shattering sound, you cast it upon 3, and a loud sound echoes out, but 3 manages to cover their ears so tightly it doesn't go through much, but they still take the 6 points of damage, and with that, you also give Bardic Inspiration to Jasper. That is no problem. So, Dura is going to... one attack. Fuck me. That is 4 plus 7, 11. That doesn't hit. She's going to make a second attack. That is 4 plus 7, 11. She misses twice. What the fuck?
You are not a very good barbarian.
Thanks, man.
You know what this reminds me of? Falco.
Jesus. Alright, cool. So, Dura's there in front. She swipes once, but the guy ducks. She swipes again. The guy moves back. And that's the end of her motherfucking turn. So, next, we're back up at the top of the round. Volante, it's your turn.
Well. Oh, fuck. I'm at disadvantage, right?
Yes, at
Who
the
is near
moment.
me?
Jasper and 1. There's also 5, but you're not aware of this at the moment. 5 moved from where they were.
So there's nobody to attack around me.
Not necessarily. You know where 4 is, I could say that.
I know where 4 is. He didn't move. I'm going to 4. I'm moving to 4.
You
I know generally where he is, and I'm gonna use my longsword attack again.
disadvantage.
I know. Okay, I got natural 20 for one and 12 for the other one.
So
There's
it'd be
18 hit.
18 is the 12?
12 plus 6.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay, good. So that's for one. The other one is 9 plus 6, 15.
6 is 15, meets it, beats it.
Okay, so both hit.
Mm-hmm.
5 plus 4 is 9,
Mm-hmm.
and 5 plus 4 is 9. So 18 points of damage.
Okay, so this is number 4. Okay. Alright, so, Volante, using whatever training you've gained, even though being blinded, you roughly remember where 4 was, and remembering the fact that they are an archer and they like to stay stationary, you rush up, and she's like, oh shit, and she backs up a little bit, but you immediately get on her and swipe across her with your sword for 18 points of damage. Next,
No homo.
Bar, you're up next.
We'll take off my blinded stuff.
Yeah, number 2's dead,
Yep.
so his turn is done. So you're not blinded anymore. You managed to clean the sand from your eye with the blood of your enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bar, it's your turn. What's up?
I'm gonna combat roll around this guy
Okay.
to get here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try smacking his knees with my hammer to hopefully
Oh no.
track him down.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh no.
Alright, make an
19
attack
to
roll.
hit.
That definitely
Ouch.
hits.
My knees just started hurting.
Yeah, mine too.
Roll me strength saving throw.
That is a 16 plus 3. 19.
That succeeds. Also, I should have read my stuff more. It says I add my total damage to roll. I wasn't doing that.
Oh.
Damn. Okay, roll a d6. And what's this? A d8.
Okay.
And that's 5, 9 damage. No,
9
not 9.
damage. Okay.
9 damage.
So, you combat roll around this guy so fast after he, well, technically hit you. He did hit you.
Yeah.
And you knock him in his knees, but he still braces enough to not fall over, and it takes 9 points of damage. As a reaction, though, he's gonna reach into his pouch and pick a fistful of sand and try to throw it in your face. Make a dex save for me. DC 15.
He asked me to pocket sand.
Pocket sand, bitch.
Beast it.
Hey, okay, very nice. So, after being weak in the knees, pun intended, he attempts to throw but misses by a country mile.
I have my bonus action to use. I'm gonna drop my hammer
Uh-oh.
and blow out the net.
Uh-oh.
Wrap these bitches up.
What save do I have to make?
I know I'm gonna hit you.
You're gonna hit me with the net?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, because you throw the net. If I hit you, you're restrained.
Oh. I thought that was a save. Okay. Cool, throw the net.
No.
What are you gonna do with the net? I'm gonna throw
Does
it.
16 hit him?
Yep. Just hits.
Hey.
Okay, so
Okay, then he is
after
restrained.
just this heavy thunk hits the floor, you all look over as this large net covers this one guy. And he's like, what the fuck is this?
Net. So
That's 7 damage from being netted, thanks to my maneuver.
And how much damage was it before? 9?
I think so.
So 9 plus 7 is 16. Alright, no
Ah,
problem.
fucking
This
hell.
guy is looking a bit hurt. He's still holding on though. Okay, so it is number 4's turn. Is that all, Bardrim? After netting this guy
Yeah.
completely, he's now on the ground. Now he can attack the net, right? Just in case?
Yeah,
use his
he
action
can
to attack
attack the net, or he can try to get rid of the net with a strength check.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, number 4's turn. Alright, so after being slashed in the chest, she is going to pull out her own sword. 4 and is plus 10. She fucking misses.
yeah. Fuck. I literally said boo-hoo, bitch.
So she tries to swipe at you while holding whatever open wound is in her chest, but completely misses. Now, Alyssa, it's your turn. Jasper's up next. Azzy, you're after Jasper. I keep forgetting to call out people. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
I'm gonna move closer to Jasper over here. Okay, let's firebolt 3.
Uh-oh.
I have
Fireball.
fairy fire.
Yeah, you have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay. I want to
Yeah, you
cause
do.
firebolt. Cantrip.
A firebolt, my mistake.
Yeah, I was like, fireball.
I was like, what did this man do to you?
God damn.
And for the record, I want to capture 5 alive.
Huh. Okay.
Alright, what I do? Just roll.
Yeah, roll to hit, I think, with advantage. Yeah, roll twice, take the higher number.
Okay. Oh, higher number 6, because I rolled 1 next.
Down.
Oh dear. Well, in
Oh,
that
dear.
misses, unfortunately. Sorry.
Oh.
Firebolt, wait, hold on. Firebolt gets a
Modifier, I think.
modifier. Yeah, so it's 6 plus something.
Probably
Like, there's like a-
plus 6.
Yeah. So it's 6
I-
plus whatever's there next to the thingy. When you look at the spell.
Plus 6.
Plus 6?
It'll be
So that's
12.
12 to hit.
12 to hit.
Okay, 12 to hit does not. Sad.
Damn.
Okay, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Right, moving forward. Alyssa, you rush up to a little ways away past Jasper, and you see 3 is out there all alone. You try to cast Firebolt. The same purple into blue energy into bright fire is shot out, but narrowly misses number 3. It is now Jasper's turn. He looks at you and says, "Hey, kid."
Yes?
Thanks. And is going to use his weapon again. It's reloaded. So, taking a small metal ball and pushing it inside the iron rod they are going to fire at 3. Motherfucker. Wait a minute. Oh, he had advantage. I forgot about that. Still doesn't work. But he's gonna action surge. 19. Let's go. Okay, cool. So 19.
Whatcha?
Indeed. So 19 picks up his iron rod weapon, and you hear a loud bang as smoke and fire exit it and hit number 3 for a sweet 6 points of damage. So that's the end of Jasper's turn. They don't have anything else to do. Azzy, it is your turn. It is 1, 3, and 5's turn next. After that is Ruin. Please don't fall asleep.
Okay, cool. Number 5 is supposed to get wait, no, you said you want to keep number 5 alive?
Yeah. You can non-lethally attack them.
That's not happening. That's not.
Go help your sister then, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Hold on.
I will say I was highly contemplating pushing 4 off the cliff.
Should have. We're just double checking
4.
distance here.
I have B foot 4.
Yeah, I know my sister has B before, so I'm not.
She's mine.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay, right, Azzy, what are you doing?
I just moved closer to 3 there. I have 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, action. Ice knife.
Okay.
At number 3. And I have advantage.
Mm-hmm. 3 is looking really
That
hurt
is
after that
19
shot.
to hit.
19, that hits.
19. Let me double check. Can I upcast ice knife? I swear I can. So that's the second level.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need this person to die.
Mm-hmm. 3 is looking hurt.
And it's still 1d10? Oh, never mind.
It should
Oh,
tell
shit,
you
I
at the
forgot
bottom.
Jasper had Bardic Inspiration. He could have added extra. Whatever.
Alright, so it's d10.
Last 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I know. Next time.
Where's my d10?
Only 12 seconds have passed since combat started.
Oh my god. So that's 10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus... Oh, it's 3d6 extra. Okay. So that's
Yeah, you throw
10
the
plus...
dagger, then there's the AoE.
Yeah, so that's 10, 16, 19... 20 damage to this guy.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my goodness.
So Azzy just runs up right past Bardrum and just like shoots him some finger guns, I guess. And then fling her staff forward with absolute prejudice because who the hell are you? And she sends the ice knife. It shoots him in the neck, just right in the throat. And then it explodes and takes his head off.
Okay, can I embellish this a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, taking your staff and shooting out ice knife, it pierces her throat as she lets out a like a blood curdled kind of lessened scream because her throat's fucking dead. The ice knife bursts open and that entire area is now covered in spikes and covers this spike wall in ice spikes. The weight of it causes the ice spike wall to fall over as her body falls to 15 feet down. So she's dead now. Right, yeah, she's dead.
And Azzy, like, literally flicks her hair and tail
Like,
with, like, a sniff.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay.
turn to see who's next, which will be number 1.
Okay, not eight.
And I make eye contact.
You're making dead eye contact. Okay, no problem. So, after this person falls, Azzy, you cannot see over the edge, but you see this tall individual slowly moving up the hill. And as they're approaching, you can see they're also a reaver. They're holding somebody by the collar, I'd say, and then just runs them through with a sword, pulls out, drops them, and continues to walk up. And we have a new enemy.
We got a new op.
And this one
what do
I'll
they look
actually
like?
name.
Can we see the name? Can we see what it looks like? Sorry.
Yep, give me one.
is
Look
his name
for
Greg?
it.
Can we have a fight of the Gregs?
Wow.
Ooh, Reaver Captain. Okay.
Why does he look like Jon Snow?
Maybe he doesn't know it.
Like a
If Jon Snow
Viking
is
version.
buff.
No.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Jon Snow
Rolling
should have been
initiative for
buff
him.
anyway.
He
Jon
is...
Snow. Jon Snow on steroids.
Agreed. He is. That's
Oh my back.
no dex. Wow.
My back.
That's
my neck.
5. Okay, cool. So this
Join
new
us at
guy,
the back, friend.
this new guy enters the fight, and he will go after you, Ruin.
Mhm.
Cool. So it's 1 and 5's turn. 1 is
1 and 5.
here in front of Dura. Seeing that she almost tried to attack him, he will attack her with his multi-attack. That's a natural 20 against Dura. Holy fuck. Okay. So,
Oh my lord.
Good thing she's raging.
oh yeah, she is raging. Thank you for that. She has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, which he does. So that is
Half for everything.
that is 2d8 plus 3. So that'd be 8 plus 1 roll. 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 3 is 20. No, 19. 19 divided by 2 is 9. Correct? So
9 and 9 is 18.
yeah,
Yeah.
good. So 9 points of damage. That could have been bad. So it's 9. Okay, so actually that's just the first attack. Okay. Hold on. It's a 13 plus stuff. That's 13 plus 3 is 15. It hits her armor class again. That is 7 points of damage again. Half. That's 3 points of damage. Cool. So, number 1, realizing that his captain is here, is emboldened by this call to action, essentially swipes twice with his longsword on Dura, who is still raging at the moment, and it just lightly glances off her armor and skin. That's the end of his turn. Number 5 is going to make a strength saving throw. It's a 16.
Beats it.
Okay, cool. So this guy pushes the net off of himself, and that's an action, right? That's his action.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It is an action.
he can't do multi-attack, right?
Nope.
Okay.
He uses action.
Noted. Did this guy use his action surge? I can't remember. I think 4
You
used
did.
his action surge.
5 did use it, yeah.
Okay, 5 uses action surge. No problem. He is going to use his
Attack.
second wind. 1d10 plus 4. 5 plus 4 is 9, so he's going to regain 9 points. Cool, so he's back
Darling.
up to his almost his full health. Shit. Okay, so he's back up.
Also, for the record, once again,
Mm-hmm.
priority has shifted to captain, so this guy is no longer my target.
Okay, noted.
I don't need him alive anymore.
It's understandable.
That.
Okay, so number 5's turn is
Not on the
ended. Ruin,
computer.
it's your turn.
Not on the laptop. No.
All right. So I'm gonna attack number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not. I'm gonna cast at
Shadow.
second level. dissonant whispers.
Okay.
So what number 5 is going to hear in their head is the sounds that number 2 and number 3 made when they were dying on a loop.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What kind of save do I have to make? Do I have to make a save?
They have to make a Constitution save.
Okay, that's very interesting. You bitch.
I'm your godson is here.
That is a
Simpix.
18.
All right, so half damage.
Okay. So, hearing this echoing sound of death in his ears, he, with whatever training he has, shakes it off. For how much points of damage? Number 5, you said?
16 half, so 8.
That was number 5, right?
Yeah, number 5, 8.
Okay. Any other action for you?
I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Dura, who comes after me,
Right.
because she needs it apparently. And that's all. That's all I can do.
Okay, no problem. Okay, right. So it is the captain's turn. He sees Azzy as the closest person at the moment, so he's gonna attack Azzy. So that's a dirty 20, Azzy.
That definitely is.
Yep. Okay, cool. So he is going to unsheath his great sword again, use his movement to walk up to you and slash you for, holy shit, it's 11 points of damage.
11.
Yep.
And I also use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, not bad. Okay. You have to roll for that, I think, right? Or do I have to?
I'll check. Give me a sec. I'll check. I just remember I have it.
Alright, do it. You're up next.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? It happened.
Dex save 10.
Dex save 10? That's new, I think.
I guess so.
That is a...
No, I'm using the legacy version.
Oh, that's a dex save, you said? That's a 6.
Did
Yeah.
she fail that?
Failed it.
Holy shit! Holy shit! He gets 3d10 damage now.
Oh! Oh no!
3d10.
3d10.
Yeah, because I'm
Damn.
casting it at 2nd level. I'm using my spell slots, my dude. They're there. I'm using them. I am a caster. I'm making use of my spell.
Okay, give me that damage.
2d10. Oh, I rolled 3-7.
Damn,
So
21
that's
damage.
14. Yeah, 21 damage.
Okay, not bad. So,
As I wait, hold on, let me check something. It's vocal and verbal and somatic. So he hits me, and I just smack him with my tail, and I say "ow," and then he goes up in flames.
okay, noted. So, as your tail whips around, you hear in your head, "I got you, baby girl." And you get and your tail smacks the captain for 21 points of damage as a roaring flame just roils out of the spot where your tail hit him and just sets him alight for about like a second before it dies down. You said 21?
Yeah, 21. I don't think he expected that.
That is understandable. He starts screaming a bit, just like shouting like, ah, fuck, and starts brushing off the fire. He's still up. That's
Well,
all.
Man is
I
like,
expect that.
He's still up. He's kind of
I hit the
blackened.
tiefling. Why am I hurt?
His hair has, well, gone from its shoulder length to about ear length now.
Oh,
So he looks like Lord Farquaad. Anyway, cool. Next is Dura. Seeing this, is going to ignore number 1 and risk taking an opportunity attack to run up to this new guy. So this first guy is going to take an opportunity. It's 8 plus 8 plus 3 is 11. So as Dura tries to run past to get to this new threat that has appeared, number 1 tries to swipe at her but misses again by a country mile. Dura runs up to against this guy, and she
And now she gets advantage.
Yes, now she gets advantage because she's flanking. So that's an 18 to hit. No, that's an 18 plus 7. That definitely hits. Ooh,
Wow.
so close. Okay, so this is perfect music for this. Okay, cool. That is 11.
Her first
points.
attack that hits.
First attack. She's got 2 attacks. First attack hits as she slashes him across with her great sword, and she comes back in for a second one. Oh, actually, that's 14 points of damage because she gets an extra attack while raging. Second attack is 8 plus 7. Frick. But she has Bardic Inspiration, which is a d6. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. That hits him. So, second attack comes around like a whirling fury. She spins around again and hits him for, I'm gonna say it, 24 points of damage total. So, screaming her way into a frenzy, she slashes once, slashes twice. The captain loses a lot of blood as she gets to hit him. What am I saying? Anyway, that's the end of her turn. Volante, it's your turn.
I'm still gonna attack 4.
Okay, no problem.
No. Don't worry, sis. You
Weapon
take your revenge.
fighting.
Okay, no problem.
They're having dual face over there.
16
16.
plus 6.
That hits, definitely.
12 plus 6.
That's damage. Oh, that also hits.
The hit. Okay. 4 plus 4 is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a 6. Give me maximum damage. And 6 plus 4 is 10, so 18 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
I am gonna take my two swords, and so I take one sword and swipe upwards up her stomach, and then my other sword comes straight around and cuts her neck.
Okay.
Good job, sis.
I like it. Very nice. Good. So, as this occurs, she drops to her knees, holding her neck as her head falls from the body. Hey, you asked for it. And she falls down dead, blood pooling around her. Spyrodrim, it's your turn. 4 is out.
Sisters that decapitate together stay together.
Yes, the fuck they
We
do.
need that on a t-shirt.
Eventually.
Do you want to rule it that it takes an action to pick up my Warhammer? Or item interaction?
No, it's a free action. I would actually wait. No, let me read this real quick. Sorry, drops that option at feet. You'd have to bend down in front of your enemy who is up right now. I'd say it's an action.
Okay, then I'm just gonna look at him menacingly as I raise my hand for a timeout. I pull out my hit flask
Love
and gonna use my bonus action, second wind. Where's my D10?
Very nice.
Oh, nice.
This is D10. That's 5, 9 healing.
Okay, not bad. So you heal yourself. That's good. Okay,
Yeah.
is that your action?
As I
Yes.
rest the hammer on my shoulder, then I remove my, lower my hand. Yeah, that's my action and bonus action.
Okay, no problem. Alyssa, it's your turn. After that is Jasper. After Jasper is Azzy, and that is if people don't die.
Who's alive?
1 and 5, and this guy here, Reaver Captain.
Reaver Captain. I think 1 is closest to you.
Okay.
5 too. You have options.
Yeah, both of them are safe. Actually, all of them are same
3 of
distance.
them. Yeah, you got options.
Do you still want 5 alive?
No,
I want
one
the captain
minute.
alive. You can kill the 5 if you wish.
Want the captain alive? Oh, eh. What is 5? Does 5 have any? I don't know.
You have advantage because of Fairy Fire.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to move extremely close to 5. Maybe go around him if he's not like paying attention to me. Go
No,
behind him.
you could.
No?
Because he's
I
paying
could?
attention. He's caught with Bardrum right now. He's caught up with Bardrum.
Yeah, they're in contest again.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move behind him.
Okay, no problem.
And
Flanking.
Yep, flanked. So now you have advantage on your. You have no. You don't have
already
double
had
advantage. You already have advantage. So you still have advantage.
I'm going to just grab my hand around his neck, just like really quickly, and do a chilling touch
Ooh.
to his neck.
Who's scared? Oh my
Very nice.
days. Ruin this man's life.
Space to roll. 5, an advantage.
I still like the fact that Ruben didn't stand up from the seat she was on. She just casting spells,
Mhm.
taking a swing of ale or something when nobody's looking at her.
No, I
You know
have
what?
been very good. I've been
I
very
respect
good.
it.
I
I'm kind of
respect it
frightened.
too. She's right there. Might as well.
Alright, so I got 18.
18. That hits.
8.
Damage is 8. Okay, not a problem. So, as this taller guy is focused on Bardrim, you rush around him while he's focused. He doesn't even notice you, and you just hop on his back, put your arms around his neck, and these fractal patterns of ice again crawl through your hand and slam into his throat for 9 points of damage. But at the same time, he does pull you off of him. Okay, not a problem. It is Jasper's turn again. Jasper, focused on 1, is going to holster his iron rod weapon and unsheath a sword and go for a quick stabby stab. That's a natural 20. So that is
Oh man.
D8. That's 8 plus 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 8 is 19. Right? No.
9 plus 8 is
17. 17. I got it. Don't worry. I got it. I'm smart.
You can do math.
Sometimes. Okay, cool. So, pulling out their rapier in a quick swipe, it cuts across one's neck, just like right below where the collarbone is. 17 points of damage.
Okay,
Boom. Okay, cool. 1 and 5 are looking very, very hurt. Captain, very hurt as well. Okay, Azzy, it's your turn once again.
right. I was saying. So since this man wants to be all up in my face,
Uh-huh.
I don't know who the hell he thinks he is.
Run the ones. He doesn't even have a fucking name. He has a title.
Yeah, he just has a title. And since he did the nice thing and came straight up to me, I am going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't upcast that. He's lucky. So I'm casting Inflict Wounds. So I touch him.
Mm-hmm.
I like to essentially push him back from being all up in my grill.
Mm-hmm.
So I, with my staff, and I push him back, get away, and he has to make a con save for me.
All right. What's the DC?
13.
21.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Half the damage?
Yeah, half damage. It's 2d10. He's gonna still get good damage. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I love these spells. So that is 10 plus 5, that's 15, so that's 7 damage to him.
Right, yeah, shit. Oof. Okay. Huh. Okay, 7 damage.
I
Not
think
a
he's
problem.
at my existence at this point.
Cool. So, you
Like-
shove him back with your staff,
Goodbye.
shouting, "Get away from me," or "Stay away from me," or "Move away from me," whatever it was.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Get out of
And
my
he's
face.
pushed back, and some blood just spurts out from whatever attack Dura did to him. So that is your turn.
Yeah, I mean, hold on. I can do Shillelagh as bonus action, why not?
Sure.
That's a
He's
20
bleeding
to hit.
profusely. That's a natural 20 or a dirty 20?
30.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Barely.
Oh, so that's 1d8. plus 3. 11 damage.
How do you want to do this?
So I push him back with my staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided, you know what? Why not? Let me just smack him around too. I'm like, yeah, you just need to get the hell away from me. So I swing my staff from the left, from up high, to smack him straight in the face. And I just go, thwack.
Okay, with that thwack, continue. Sorry.
He just gets knocked straight to the ground. I don't know he's dead yet. I just assume that he just got knocked out. And I'm just like...
Yeah, he falls to the ground. He falls to the ground. Dora looks at you, could see the worry on your face, like, oh my god, is he dead? She's like, no. He's just taking a very long nap. And then turns away. Alright, cool. It is...
I didn't think it was killing.
But before he completely passes out, he's just there like, he could kill me. We got what we came for.
Oh shit.
Kevin.
You bitch. Anyway. Okay, it's 1 and 5's turn. Holy shit. Okay, so 1. 11 plus... Yeah, no, 11 plus 3 is 14. Not bad. Does he have any bonuses? Did 1 do his action surge? I don't think so. Right. So...
I mean, number 1 did use his...
Yes, he does. He has multi-attack. Shit, I forgot about that. Okay, so... 1 pulls... swings his sword towards Jasper, to which Jasper takes their rapier and blocks it. But he immediately does a quick parry attack. I think that's what it's called. And rolls again. That is a 15, which is 18, which definitely hits Jasper. For... I'd say he was doing it two-handed, so 9 points damage. 9 points of piercing damage. Oh, he's also gonna do a maneuvering attack, so Jasper... No, not maneuvering. Disarming strike. Jasper needs to make a strength save. Jasper is not strong.
He has Bardic Inspiration.
That is a 4.
Doesn't he still have Bardic?
Hold on. Strength saving throw. It's 4 plus 2. Bardic is...
D6
2.
or D8?
So...
D6.
4 plus 4 is 8. The guy... That is... he had to be the DC of 15. So...
wow.
After Jasper blocks the first attack, number 1 knocks the rapier out of their hand, and stabs Jasper in the chest for 9 points of damage.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Is he dead?
No, he's fine.
Okay.
They're fine. They're fine. No biggie. It doesn't go far. Whatever they're wearing under their poncho is good. Keeps them good. Alright, it's 5's turn. 5. That's a 13 to hit you, Alyssa, because you attacked him last time. Does that hit? What's your armor class?
13.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
meets it, beats it.
yep, meets it, beats it. So, turning around, swiping with his sword really quickly, he doesn't realize that you were a child and swipes across your chest for 7 points of damage.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Alright, but he has a second attack. It's a natural 1. Okay, so, natural 1. As soon as he sees that he's hit a child, he drops his sword. So, it is Ruin's turn.
Mine?
Yep, Ruin, and then Dura.
And I go, oh, fine. And I, and I move here, right? And as I pass Jasper, because I don't know what their stuff look like, I just know that they got hit, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word, 1st level. That is 4 and 3, 7, and 4, 11 points that they get back.
Okay, well, that's 2 points over, but that's fine.
So then I supposed to get advantage now because we're flanking, right?
Right, but is healing word a
There's also
bonus
fair
action or an action?
Healing word is a bonus action.
Right.
All right. So I go high to number 1, and then whoop their nose and cast Shocking Grasp.
Oh shit. Okay, I love it. Continue.
So I have advantage.
Right.
All right.
Do the Reavers have metal armor?
They have leather.
Okay.
The captain had plate armor, which was metal.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna steal.
Actually, they have studded leather armor,
18?
so I'd say they have. That hits.
All right, and it's 1d8.
Okay.
1 point of damage. Jesus.
Wow.
The dice have been good to me tonight. Not gonna lie. I apologize. I think I just took all the luck.
It is fine.
And that is, I can't do anything else.
Okay, so that's a 1. Jasper's like,
That's
hey, kid, what the hell? Anyway, so
You're welcome.
1 point of damage.
That's the man that
for-
dropped his rapier.
Anyway,
Yeah, he did.
cool. So it is Dura's turn. She, seeing that the reef captain is dead, as far as she knows, she is going
Still
to
standing.
1.
1 and 5.
5 and 1.
Right, she is going to rush over to 1, and with the advantage, is going to use her greatsword once again. That's a natural 1, but she has advantage. That's cocked. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Dude, how do I want to do this? Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so that's 22 points of damage. So she comes up behind after helping distract the Reaver Captain for Azzy to kill, and she stabs number 1 straight through the chest. You see the sword protrude, blood, viscera, everything just spurts out onto Jasper and a little bit on Ruin. And Jasper's like, "Oh, come on, dude, we talked about this." And she's like, "What? It's a part of the... It doesn't matter." And pulls the sword back out. The guy drops down dead. Number 5 is left. Okay, so Valante, you are back at the top of the round. It's your turn.
5 is left.
5 is left.
Run through the skull.
Knock him out.
Alright, I'm moving up to him. I swing
Pierce his
around and I use the same 2-weapon fighting on him.
Not a problem.
18 plus 6.
That hits.
12 plus 6.
That also hits.
5 plus 4.
9. And the other one.
9?
9.
6 plus
99?
4. 19 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Do it non-lethally, please.
I
Too
will
late.
keep this.
It's too late.
No, you can still decide your damage. But it's up to her if she wants to do it non-lethally.
Actually, no, I don't want to kill him. I want to know what's going on.
Thank you.
So I stab him,
Mm-hmm.
just slash him across his tummy,
Right.
causing him to drop to his knees. And then I put one of my sword just below his chin, and I'm like angling his chin up to look at me in my face.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Why are you here?"
He spits at
Don't
you.
Really, bitch? I knock him in the face with the butt of my sword. "Why are you here?"
He passes out.
Well,
He's unconscious. He passes
alive.
out.
then kill
I
That's
him.
throw my
what
net
that's
at him
fine.
again.
Oh boy. Okay. Perfect song to end on, by the way.
So guys, what do we do with the
hold on.
unconscious guy?
So
I wish to...
oh,
Yeah.
Are we out of combat?
yes, we're out
Think
of
so.
combat.
All right, so I'm gonna come up to the unconscious guy.
Mm-hmm.
This one here,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Somebody please bind him first.
I did throw my net
Bargain
on it.
already put the net on him. So that is 4d4 plus 4.
But I'm still gonna tie him up and take his
7,
sword away.
10,
Yes, do that.
14. Yeah, y'all take everything from him already, right?
I assume so.
Can
Somebody
I-
write this down. He has a long sword, a bag of sand, studded leather armor, and a pouch of 100 gold.
Or the bag
Sure.
of sand, studded leather armor, a pouch of gold.
And some strange, as you guys are touching him, like you, Ruin, you put your hands on him to heal him. Bardrim, Volante, as you guys are pulling things away, you realize that there's this black residue on your hands, like a powder.
What does it smell like?
Saying if I could change from saying second level to just regular healing word.
Sure, no problem. Not a problem.
All right, good. Make sure his hands are tied though. Like even though we got him restrained, somebody tie his hands. So he has 11
he's-
points now.
Okay, cool. He's stable, steady. Okay. Jasper walks to both of you and is like, Ruin, you're not harmed, are you, right? You didn't get any...
I am nobody. I was in my seat. I was chilling.
What does
Oh, make a
powder
heal.
smell like?
Who... Hold on. Who has low health?
I mean, I just lost 11. I could handle
I
myself.
lost 11. I'm fine.
I also lost 11.
Jesus!
Yo.
It's 11, make a
dude,
wish.
I just remembered I could cast Spare the Die.
That's
I
not-
just remembered I have that.
Okay.
Can I do an inside check on what the powder is?
Alright, so hold on.
Investigation.
Investigation.
I'm dusting. Like when I realize the powder's on my hand, I'm rubbing it off on his clothing. I don't want the powder.
17 plus 2, 19.
Okay, so as a general statement, you are not familiar with this powder. You haven't seen a lot of fires in your time, I would imagine. But it smells like coal.
Like coal.
Yeah, coal, C-O-A-L.
Am I familiar with it then? Because I was gonna sniff it, but if
You can
it's
sniff
already
it,
smell
it-
like coal.
Also smells like coal, and something else that there's another thing that's underlying. You're not entirely sure what it is. Anyway, Jasper approaches and sees the black dust and is like, I knew it. Oh shit. Dora, get in the tent now. It's like, right, yes. She and him run over to the tent, and you hear like loud crashing sound and some shouting, and Jasper walks out looking very dejected, hair frizzled all over the place. Dura's holding his shoulder. He's like, they took it. That's what this was for. This was all a distraction. They wanted more.
Or what?
Who is him?
The Reavers, they wanted more of what they stole.
Which is?
The thing that powers
Oh.
this. And they pull up their poncho
Oh,
and pull out the iron rod shaped weapon. This is a powder
cool. I
slinger.
understand.
It's a powder
Mhm.
sling. It's a stupid name. I didn't come up with it. But they stole black powder, which is, as you can see, and points down to the bridge where an empty barrel is now turning into coals. As you can see, its power is very destructive. And I had a few barrels here for my supply. And it was stolen. Because all this was a distraction to get the black powder. Now with that, they could, huh?
And asking like why is it so important?
It's
Why do they need it?
It's important because of its volatile nature. It can be used to destroy outposts. It doesn't really leave a magical trace. It could be used to mine precious materials. It could be used to threaten people. It could be used to make more of these. And he points to their weapon. And these aren't necessarily for just anybody. But if these get out into the world, it's gonna be a bloodbath. And there's nothing that's gonna stop it. So, I was entrusted with this. And I can't let this type of weapon fall into anybody else's hands. This is why I needed you. This is why I hired you. To help me find them before they came for this. Or before they found more. But
We still have a lead in our hands.
I can see that. He kneels down, punches the guy across the face. The guy wakes up like, ugh. Picks him up close to the face. Y'all could sense like rage burning out of Jasper. He's like, now you're gonna tell me where your boss is, or I'm gonna cut you real slow until every ounce of blood is on the ground. But even then, I'm not gonna let you die just yet. And casts Cure Wounds. But instead of ruins, light aura that comes out of it, this dark purple energy kind of crawls out of his hands and into this individual. Even though it's a healing spell, you can see whatever cuts and bruises that the Reaver has healed. You can see pain in his face as the spell goes through him. And Jasper finishes by saying, when I find your boss, maybe I'll show you mercy. But not right now. Drops him on the floor and knocks him out. And as Jasper turns around, you can see a glimmer of purple leave their eyes. They're breathing heavily. And Dura walks over to Jasper and tries to hold his shoulder, but he pulls away.
Can I offer him a hip flask alcohol?
No. You can try, but they're like, no. I need my head clear for what's about to happen. For the next few days, we're going to be focusing on the Reaver camp. I'm going to need every ounce of sense that I have left. I gotta clean up this mess. Starts walking away, slowly, back to the tent.
If nobody's gonna do it, I do wish to take the plate armor from the Reaver captain.
No problem, you are now in possession of plate armor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take out the trousers because they're too big for me.
No problem.
Can I like check if the captain got money in them or something, and I could
Sure.
pocket?
Mm-hmm.
Will I do that? What do they have?
Add 100 gold pieces to the party money.
Okay,
Will
Reaver
do.
Captain has about the same amount, 100, 120.
Cams add that as well.
Okay, that's 200.
Also,
Yeah.
does...
Actually, we raid all the bodies.
Can
but
anybody
what
here
money
use a great sword?
I technically can, but I don't wanna.
Okay, you also find a +1 great sword.
We can sell it.
That's fair.
Did we not get anything from 1, 2, and 4?
Yeah, what are we reading from them? I'm guessing
1, 2, and
same
4,
leather armor.
pretty much the same thing. Studded leather armor. They're basic stuff.
So, if we
And the
raid
gold?
all their pockets,
And
do we
gold.
get to claim all the gold? So it's roughly like 500 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, as a yeah, at 300 more gold.
Okay, and studded leather armor is by, not 5. Well, yeah, we probably go down the hill. So the armor times 5. 5 pound shoes of 100 gold each. 1 bag of sand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
1 great sword. Plus
Plus
1.
1.
Mm-hmm.
1 plate armor.
1 plate armor, which was then swiftly taken by Baradrim.
I hope you are aware of the mistake you made.
I'm very much aware, and I'm very upset about it.
If I take one and the studded leather, does my point go up?
It's 12 plus dex, so 12 plus 4 is 16. It goes up
Yeah, it goes up by 1. I'm claiming one of the studded leather armors.
Okay.
Studded leather counts as light armor, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm claiming one for myself as well.
Okay. So, with that, you see Dura walk off after Jasper. The fire starts to die down. A few people start coming back. Some of them look wounded. Some of them look haggard. Some of them have the 1,000-yard stare because this might be the first real fight they've ever been in. Some of them have never seen the effects of black powder like this before. And of about the 20 or 25 people that started out in this camp, you're now counting down to 15 or 10. Dura walks out of the tent. It's like, you, purple hair. He wants to see you.
Who? Me? Who wants to see me?
Jasper wants to see you.
Oh, cool. And I just like skedaddle off.
Okay, so as soon as you enter the tent while everybody else is, Jasper's on their cot, hand over their eyes, sweating up a storm. You're like, I'm sorry you had to see me that way.
I mean, it's not the first time, is it?
Well, to be fair, 7 years ago you never saw me like that, so. I thought you were dead.
I thought you were dead.
It's like, they wanted to be.
To be dead?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. But that's not what you promised, though.
Yeah. There are a lot of promises I made that I couldn't keep.
I'm uncomfy.
I feel like I'm intruding.
I'm uncomfy.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
you need to hear this.
Hold on. Let me dial it back a little bit. It's not like that.
Y'all can go sidetrack.
It's not like that.
That's not what we mean.
No, it's not like that.
That's not what we mean. That's not what
It's
I
a
mean. I
private
mean, like, this
conversation that
seems
y'all are
very
privy
personal.
to. Yeah. No, it's a.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I don't feel like I should know about this.
Okay.
It's like if I'm
So.
intruding on someone's privacy.
Okay. I will allow one of you, if you are curious about why Jasper is calling Ruin into the tent and not anybody else, I will allow one of you to follow up and make an insight check
Perception.
and perception check.
Or was it to see if they hear the
See
conversation?
if you hear the conversation.
Child, if I go,
wanna
I'm gonna
know.
miss
I have
If
history.
more
high
than two
insight.
people, if more than one person wants to go, rollies for it. Whoever gets the highest wins and goes.
I feel like I
Show
should hear
someone do
you.
it.
Hold on, who's going?
Me.
Okay, 21 on.
me.
Oh, on insight.
Okay. Cool. So,
All right. After they say that, I was like, I still need you to check my song, and I hand them the paper that I was doodling on, and I'll let you know the lyrics.
okay, no problem.
I'll text you now.
Okay. So 21. Let's. Okay. If it was perception, what would the roll be? 21. Cool. Not a problem. You hear this conversation, and based on the insight check you did earlier, it kind of pieces together a bit as to why Ruin came to the conclusion and asked Jasper if they were a bard, and why your insight check showed you what it showed you. The one we did earlier.
Oh yeah. I already forgot what you told me back then.
That is fine.
I sent you a message.
Discord, WhatsApp? Okay.
Oh, I can tell I'm going to be a terrible little person.
Ooh. Okay.
What do you think? What do you think? I mean, it's just a start.
It works. It's
But-
fine. It works. They look at the paper you hand them. Volante, with your 21 perception, you see her hand them a paper.
But she also hears me say what I say, though, right?
Yeah, she also hears
I
you.
already forgot, by the way.
Essentially, it just boils down to, okay, Ruin and Jasper know each other from a long time ago. I think they said 7 years. I don't know if I heard that correctly, but if that's the case, that means that they know each other from a long time ago. That's what it boils down to. And that Jasper is clearly suffering from something.
Sick. Oh no. Huh. That also then brings. I
Then
have a question, right?
Ask.
Hold a second.
Hold on.
If
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. That means that earlier when we hear Jasper telling Erwin to touch up the roots, we weren't supposed to hear that.
As y'all were
No, you
leaving the
were.
tent, you all would have heard it. Because remember, you were all walking out. I would say y'all didn't immediately leave the tent and then just walk down the pathway. Y'all would have left the tent, stood outside, and just like looked around to see what to do next while the conversation with Ruin was happening. And Jasper would have shouted it as Ruin was leaving the tent.
Okay.
you said Jasper doesn't look okay.
No. They're pale, sweating, looking weak.
All right, so I take out this. I don't think this would do anything. My portion of healing and offer it to them.
They push it away and say, "No, this is something I need to do on my own without any help. I just wanted to confirm something."
But are you gonna come back this time?
Maybe.
Okay. And I just stand there because I don't know what else they want me to say.
All right. With that, that's it for tonight's session. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here, and goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Got one.
Thank you for listening to this episode of NeuroSpice&Dice. If you're interested in finding out what happens next, be sure to follow us on our Spotify and YouTube. See you in the next one. Bye!